Hey, what's up?
Hey,
What's up?
What's up,
how we
guys?
doing? How we doing?
Good, good, good.
Good.
Another week, another dollar. I guess that's the saying.
I don't think so, but that's okay.
Close enough.
Close enough, but no.
Close enough. Yeah.
Good, good, good. Lots of goodness as far as the toy community and like toy collecting. What about you guys?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little too good, probably on the toy community, toy collecting front.
Yeah, I know for me, man, it's been tough though. I've been kind of like hitting a wall as far as the photography. I've been kind of like it's like I don't know. It's like I think some of the pictures I was sending you today, Chris. I was like, wow, I hadn't seen those in months, maybe a year.
hmm
And it's like I have like 500 photos in my Lightroom library, and I was
yeah.
kind of just going through there trying to find something, to for our post that we're going to talk about. But I was just like, this one's actually pretty good. Like, why didn't I ever post this?
Yeah. That's so funny. I had a similar thing where I was kind of going back in the history of all of my photos, and like I almost want to do like a greatest hits collection or something like that, where it's just like a montage
Yeah.
of all like the really good shots. Or another thing I've been thinking about recently too is going back to maybe the shots that I didn't like as much, but like I like the idea, and maybe trying to
Mhm.
recreate those, now. So I
Mhm.
think that'd be a fun way to mix things up, right?
Yeah,
That'd be a fun collab, like redoing old photos.
Yeah, that would be a great
Yeah,
collab.
that'd be a fun collab.
yeah. I know some people have done that before, or like just they've gone in there and just like unloaded their photo reel and just like, hey, so this is like stuff I never posted, so this is like
Mhm.
first time kind of just doing it just because just want to clear out space. Because yeah,
Mhm.
I was like 500, really? That's how many photos I have in here. I mean, and none of them I posted because I always kind of every time I post, I'll go back in there and delete the the other versions and stuff like that. So I'm just like, wow, it's crazy. Oh man, but good having you guys on here. So let's see here. Oh, we have a special guest though tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Somebody we've had on the show before. He's pretty much like a partner of Geeked Out Click, Geeked Out Live. He is the the Misconian god. He is, the Toy Page.
Yeah.
What's going on, Toy
Hey, what's
Page?
up? How you guys doing? How you doing?
What's up, man?
How are we doing, Paige?
Yeah, doing good. Rob, Chris, how you guys? Thank you for having me on again. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, man.
Super excited. Yeah.
Always.
Cool. You doing all right, man?
Oh yeah. Just unboxing a bunch of stuff. Trying.
That's a
I got
constant battle.
it is, but I narrowed the pile now. I got Thor today, so that was cool.
Oh,
And then
nice.
yeah, it just came probably a couple hours ago, and then I had a really cool meetup. I forgot the Batman '89 like 5 points. I didn't order
Oh,
them.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't order it, and so I must have been talking about it, and then on Facebook Marketplace, something popped up, and this guy he was selling it uh, way below retail.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I went and picked it up from him. He was really cool and brought that back, and now I got that, so that's cool.
Awesome.
That's so funny. A local guy having Mezco, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I ordered it 2 years ago, and he goes, now I just don't want it, and I go, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, you get that sometimes. Some people, I mean, sometimes they're just like, like I'm not gonna do anything with this. And you want it. It's like when you get that, like, yes, you jump at it.
Oh yeah, man, because like I would have had to pay for shipping. And he was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was, I think it was like $20 or $30 under retail.
Oh,
And
wow.
then, yeah, and then I didn't have to, and it was the whole set. It wasn't just the figures.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow. Oh, did you
so
get the
that,
car too?
yeah,
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
yeah. And so I was like, and I didn't have to pay for shipping. It's just like, quick 20-minute drive. Guy was cool and stuff like that. And so now I got it.
Good ass, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that was with me with the Ghostbusters, the 4-pack. I found somebody local here on it was on eBay, but then he gave me a deal on it, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about shipping." And like, I mean, I'll just even like take even more extra off, off the top, and then like we just met at a Staples,
Uh-huh.
Nice.
and just there it was. It's like, oh, sweet.
That's
Were
awesome.
It's
you,
like
were you nervous?
a little bit. I was, you kind of. It's almost like kind of like a deal, like a shady kind of deal going on. Like I'm just
Yeah.
waiting. I'm just like, okay, is this guy legit? Like, what's going on here? Because, but no, as soon as I saw him walk out with the box, and I saw Mezco on there, I'm like, okay, that's step one. So let's walk out there. And but then he DM'd me saying, hey, I'm here. Where are you? And like, oh, I'm coming right out, and met him, and like, John, like, yeah, and really cool dude, really nice dude. But he said he was getting out of the Mezco game, so he was just like, I just had a new baby, and I gotta, gotta sell stuff. So
Yeah, life.
yep, changes. But hey, I'll take that.
John's always finding the lucky deals.
Hey man, you gotta be looking. You always gotta be looking. It's like it happens. So
we don't have great toy stores close to us like you do, Rob.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Dude, man, some of the stuff you find out there, man, the fact that you find Monster Force and at a toy store like that or a local shop, it's like, man, that's crazy. Because I don't even think the one that's here in DFW, man, none of them really have Monster Force, and that's like after today, I'm like, I may be all in.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah,
liked it that much, huh?
They're nice. They're not, I mean, just from aesthetic, look of them. I mean, they look great, but then also, I mean, immediately I thought, okay, they will work well with Joe's, but then I mean, they're doing all the different characters that you wish that. I mean, just fodder characters, soldiers, scientists, even the zombies. I mean, yeah, just and the one you're showing us in the chat. I mean, yeah, I mean they're kind of scratching that itch, for Joe collectors. So always good. But well, the first thing we always do, Paige, we kind of go around the horn, kind of just talk about latest pickups. Do you have anything, or anything that you want to, if you don't have anything to show, you can just say, hey, I got this. Got to still unbox it, still got to play with it. Still got do the macro shots, because I think Jesus says, 32 says time for some macro Thor.
Yes, yeah.
He looks awesome, man. He looks awesome.
Yeah, I haven't even opened it up. So I got I just got Thor.
Nice.
I got that Batman 89 5-point set, and then Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's Warbird, and there was a 2-pack. Oh, who was it? Ant-Man and Wasp. I got that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you got. There you go. Address, right? Yeah. Nice box. There you go. It's in there.
Boxes,
but I can take it out.
I got to pick up that Thor eventually.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a funny post with him tonight.
Yeah.
Just to have fun.
And for me, it wasn't that I didn't like him. I just I figured I'm not going to get into the Marvel figures, stuff like that for Mezco. And then it's like, I got a few of them, and then it just
that's what happens. It snowballs. Yeah.
It's like, I got Doom now. It's like, of course I got to do Thor, because they're going to show, they're going to be face to face in the movie. He's going to go for the head, and I imagine it's going to be something like that, where he's going to kind of do a cool little kind of just head tilt. And just Thor's gonna just swipe air or something like that.
Yeah.
So something like that. But yeah, he looks great. I've seen a lot of Henrock. I mean, he's been posting great pictures of him. And
man, yeah. He's killing it with those photos.
Oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, he's gonna be on Fan Friday. So
oh, nice.
Well, no, I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
I have no knowledge.
Yeah. I can imagine them doing the Thor one this week,
Yeah.
Christian did an awesome photo today too.
He did.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
So good.
Gotta watch out for him, man.
Oh, Christian, he's always doing good stuff, man. Amazing stuff.
He's getting sell spots and stuff like that on the website now.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Because normally they normally have not Photoshop, but they have for the actual for the selling of the photo, it's usually not the actual
they have an in-house,
right? Yeah. But for the Doom shots, I mean, yeah, that was cool to kind of see actual the shots that the people that they reach out to kind of being promoted on there. So that was nice. Let's see here. Oh, friend of the show too, Eric Bryson, Faded Hammers in the house. What's up? Hey dude.
How we doing, bud?
Dude, dial makers, man. That's He's killing it, man. Especially in the mythic realm. He's making a killing
Really good stuff.
with his dios.
Yeah,
My
I know.
camera's in the mail.
Right? The Yoi page. I get it. I spelled my name wrong.
Oh, the Yo page. That's gonna be the new one, Yoi page.
Yeah, everybody's gonna go to it. I can't find this guy.
It's all good. It's all good. Dark
So-
Realm Diorama. He's a friend also. What's up, guys? Still working. Just saw you on and want to say hi. Appreciate it, man.
How we doing, bud?
But what about you, Chris? What do you got? Did you get anything?
Yeah, I got some good stuff this week. We'll start off with the bear. So the bear came in, so that's really cool. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be.
Wow.
Yeah, he's heavy, man. It reminds me of like the old Diamond Select, like the Hulk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One thing I did want to point out that's kind of cool about him is that the other head that he comes with is sort of like at an L angle. And so this guy can stand up and still kind of retain, like it doesn't look weird when he stands up. And so that's kind of cool. I like that about him. He moves a lot better than I thought he would, like definitely better than the horses, for example. So
awesome.
Actually, her. According to the lore, this is like a reincarnation of a girl, so I guess I should say her.
Oh,
Because it's a Bodvar.
Bodvar. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And then, honestly, that's great. I love it.
It's a she.
It's she. Yeah. but honestly, this one's awesome. This one's so good, and there's a couple of new tech in this. So. One thing I have not seen before is they have this belt that kind of comes around. And so the belt has a little open area for the peg part. And so I'm pretty sure I haven't seen this before on anything Four Horsemen. So I like that because that has always kind of bothered me how sometimes the belt gets in the way if there's some sort of back attachment. So I am very happy to see that. And then I feel like there's one more really cool thing about this guy. He comes with like two very different looks, so you can like put this around him and he's got like sort of like a cloak look, so I do feel like it's very like you want to get multiples of him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, there's the hook.
Yeah, really nice. I like this guy a lot.
Is there a different head sculpt or is it still just the face?
This is the different head sculpt. He comes with the skull faceplate.
Okay.
But this one kind of, I don't know, reminds me of like 300 or something. So I've been using this one. It prompts you to get more of them, right? It's kind of like a older kind of guy. Then the most exciting thing, I literally just picked this up at the UPS store, is Jack.
Oh,
yeah. So he's looking really good. He comes with, he's got the bow, he's got the portal, which we've seen before, but this one's in red, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
The headpiece, he comes with like 5 heads or something like that, and then the hair pieces are removable, so you can switch out the hair pieces.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So yeah, I'm definitely excited to take some shots of him after we get off the show today.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm happy for guys that for folks that are getting Samurai Jack. I think I posted in one of our group chats pages, like I don't have any affiliation or connection with them, but the fact that people are just like getting these kind of figures that that they grew up with. Because imagine, Chris, you grew up with Samurai Jack, right? Like
love Samurai Jack.
Cartoon Network, yeah. I was probably watching reruns of Scooby Doo, and then I would see commercials for Samurai Jack. I'm just like, I'm not gonna watch that. But no, it's I wouldn't mind a Johnny Quest though.
Yeah,
That should be cool.
Johnny Quest, using the vapor body, you could probably do Johnny Quest.
One more thing. I think this is a completely new buck. Like obviously, like the feet and the more animated looking portions are, but I'm looking at sort of like these legs and these arms, and I don't think we've seen this before.
A little bit more sharp angles, isn't it? Or kind of straight lines, or
it's like I don't know. It's a little stylized for sure.
Yeah,
like their sort of traditional realism kind of approach, but I like it. It fits the style of the animation.
Right.
Wait till you take the suit off.
Oh, man,
you'll be able to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very it's different than the other stuff that's out. You can tell.
with that being said, like I am also excited to see how they potentially repurpose or like what other things they can kind of do with that same buck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Fate Hammer says, his Jack doesn't come until Thursday.
Tomorrow for me.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up. Oh, we got, I don't know why Kills is in the chat.
His loin diaper is soft goods also.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Yeah, once you take that stuff off, you'll be able to see it, and then you'll be able to see like the sculpting.
Nice.
Very
Like
cool.
on the chest, abs, and all that stuff. It's yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
impressive.
Yeah.
What about you, Rob? What'd you get?
All right. Well, no Mezco yet. I'm supposed to get Samurai Jack tomorrow. I did get my Doc Knock notice today, so hopefully that's coming out soon. My big thing that came in, I was not going to get this figure, but I got the Guilty Land third-party Marv. I was not going to get him because I've already ordered the Mezco one, but I really like the Dark Knight figure that Muff Toys put out. And so I kind of just wanted to compare both figures when they come in, when the other one comes in. Plus, this guy is in color, and this guy's in color and not black and white like Mezco's is. And there some of the face sculpts I actually really like on this. He's got some really cool features. The body buck I like a lot. He's just real beefy. Just like it's the Atom body that is also on the Dark Knight Returns figure and the Dark Knight Returns Superman that's already been out. Yeah, this is really cool. I will say this pleather jacket leaves a lot to be desired.
Oh, is it kind of like cheap looking or cheap
yeah,
feel?
It's just kind of cheap feeling. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna
Is
last
it wired?
very long. It is wired, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I've taken a couple good shots with it. It's just I don't know how long it's gonna last. I'd like to get a replacement for it. Henrock for his shots had some sort of replacement. I'm not sure what jacket he got for it. But yeah, he's got good articulation, and like I said, he comes with lots of accessories. It's a good like Muff Toys release.
And see, I debate. I mean, because I'm a big Mar fan too, but I didn't pre-order the Mezco version, and I see this one. It's like which one do I want to get? Because the black and white's always kind of a hard sell for me. I did get the Nosferatu, but it's like I do like shooting in color a lot of times, and it's like, well, I guess you can get away with it even with black and white, have it stylized, but
Sin City's in black and white though. You know what I mean? Like it's a black and white comic, it's a black and white movie, like
right. Well, there are some color in the movie.
Oh
too,
sure, yeah.
So, Yellow Bastard.
This comes with some pretty cool stuff. Like I said, the articulation is pretty good on it. It comes with a lot of accessories, just a ton of stuff. Lots of hands. I like this face a lot. I don't know if you can see it at all, but Mezco's isn't going to have a bandaged face. And this one is bandaged.
I did notice that, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So, I was happy to get both figures just to like compare them when they come out. I'm sure the Mezco one is also going to be awesome. And I love Sin City, so I'm happy to spend the extra money. I even went out today to my local store, and they had a bunch of the old NECA Sin City figures, and I picked up a Goldie. She doesn't really move, but I'm just going to use her for like background shots and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Again, you're finding stuff, Rob, all the time. You're just like finding like these old figures.
She scales well with Marv, so that helps me out.
Very cool.
I also got my shipment in from Big Bad Toy Store, so I got Chatsworth in from Monster Force. He's just a big, goofy-looking Bigfoot, with a machine gun, which I like that. And then the last thing I got is I think he's also Big Bad Workshop type thing. Is it Soldiers of Fortune? I forget what the line is, but
I think it's
he's the enemy, and the big thing he comes with is this head.
Oh, the Cobra Commander hooded head.
Yeah. So it doesn't quite fit I've got to sticky tack it or something.
Yeah,
But
Parsons that will work on there.
you
But
put him on the retro though, he looks pretty cool. Plus, I've already got this Megatron gun that I use for Cobra Commander.
Nice.
yeah, I think you're showing that. Well, where'd you get that gun from?
It came. I think it came with one of my Star Screams.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. So
nice.
yeah, but I always use him. This is always the weapon for Cobra Commander in my shots.
You need some more Joe shots though, Rob. Though it's like it's been a
I
while
know
since
it's been
you
a
saw
while. Well, I
Yeah,
got this
Joe.
guy to show off now. So
Actually, right here, I think I found Henrock. So this is one you're talking about. The looks more of like a soft, or it's still soft goods, but not leather, but it's kind of like a cloth kind of look to it.
yeah,
Not really. Okay.
yeah. So I'd like to know what this code is. I DM'd him, but he hadn't written me back.
Yeah.
He's important.
I know. I'm not. This is
He
not
is.
a. I
He's
totally
he-
get it.
He's
Totally
probably
get it.
shooting right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got he's got the.
I'm
next
sure
one
there's
that's
some company that sent him a bunch of figures that he's got to
yeah.
take promo photos for right now.
He's like Toyedex, like nah, he can wait.
It's fine.
But no, I was like that's awesome, Rob. For me, not a lot. Pretty much, I got your general from Monster Force. Finally got some Monster Force figures
Sweet.
because man,
He's
he is
pretty
just
cool.
awesome. And immediately, as soon as I took him out of the box, I was like, wow, these joints are just so smooth. It's like wow. So congratulations, Rob. I mean, this is my first Monster Force figure, and
Yay!
thanks to you, I might be going all in. But again, I mean, what's that?
Is that the one that came with the Carl Weathers head, and that's just an
Yes.
alternate head?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I got
Okay.
the. So this one here is pretty much. He looks like the Joe Colton, the actual GI
Mhm.
Joe, face, the beard and the hat comes off. So
It's a dangerous game. The Big Bad Toy Shop is
yes,
playing
yes,
with
especially
these
if it gets
likenesses.
yeah. But here's just like our standard. I'm not sure who he's supposed to look like, but
I bought that one with the Shatner head.
then,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I did see that one. I was like, that's
Yeah.
the shaft. Like what? And then yes, Carl Weathers. As soon as I took it out, I was like, wait, is that Carl Weathers? Like
I know. That's yeah. I was thinking about getting just to have Chubbs. I was like, I got to get this.
Yeah, man.
Chubbs, yeah, Chubbs, man. I was like you can make a
Do
good suit with
Dylan?
that.
Yep, exactly. Dylan.
And then yeah, just a gruff old white dude's face. But no, he's awesome.
Thunderbolt Ross kind of guy.
There you go. Yeah, well, with the
Yeah.
Hulk. I mean, there you go. Thank you, Paige. I got Hulk coming. It's like I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do for a Thunderbolt Ross, but now it's like you just figured it out for me. So
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah.
But no, he's a good figure. Again, just having a general figure in the background, something you can just have as fodder, but looks good. And then I finally, after all these years, I finally completed, Beachhead's battalion, his Roughnecks. I finally got Big Lob, so I got
Nice.
everyone. So
Is that a hand
Okay.
control or is there like a peg system?
no, it's a separate hand, so comes with the ball. So
Nice.
unfortunately, you can't take the ball out, but still a cool little effect. So
I have so many Joes that are sitting in boxes.
Wait, so he's in like Beachhead's team?
Yeah,
well, he was in the movie. So
Oh,
Beachhead it was him, Jinx, Tunnel Rat, Falcon, Law and Order, and Chuckles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
I've never been able to complete the whole team. I don't think that. I mean, probably in some, not the original '80s version of GI Joe when they came out. I don't think they had any, like the whole group made, but I think maybe like later versions, like throughout the 2000s or so. But at least in Classified, I have the whole version now, so I have the whole team. He also has Jay's.
Are they the Roughnecks? I forget what they were called.
The Roughnecks, I think. That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like something like that. But yeah, he's gonna be a cool figure. I already did a shot with him. I was like, had to do it. It's like he's pretty tall too, so I think let me see here. As he should be. I mean, he's a ex-basketball player, so
Yeah.
compared to the general, let's see. So he's like,
oh yeah, he's got some height.
but I know you, Paige, you're a pretty big Joe fan. Did you? What were your thoughts on Big Lob and some of the new Joes that are coming out?
I just got Big Lob.
Nice.
The mole trooper one, the stage 2.
Oh,
And
nice.
hit and run. I got hit and run.
Oh, nice.
And he was really cool. When I took him out, I was like, wow, this is a lot taller than I thought. I remember seeing him at the conventions. And then I kind of did like you did, where it had like a size comparison. And as soon as I saw it, the first thing I thought it was like, oh man, why didn't they just do starting a lineup like this?
Exactly. Yes.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Well,
That would be awesome.
yeah, because I know they were trying to give him jerseys and stuff and kind of hide some of it. But I mean, John can probably tell you that cut right there, it didn't really bother me. Just having it there.
Yeah.
I will say though, his shoes though, because of the high tops, it is kind of a little bit hard because the ankle is kind of like a little. You have to fidget a little bit and kind of like with the posing, just because there's no real ankle joint around there since it's kind of hidden. So it's like you kind of have to like. It's kind of higher up. I don't know if you can. I don't think it'll show up on camera, but it's a little bit like in the actual white of the socks where you can kind of like bend a little bit. But he's still a good figure. Again, I'm glad that I finally collected that whole set. The movie, some people like don't really they have a love-hate relationship with it, or they really flat out don't like it. But me, I love the movie. It just I love everything that comes out from them. If they classify comes out with everything for the movie, like I'll be happy to buy it. Like Slaughter's his whole crew. I think the 2-pack is going to be coming out here soon. Release up for pre-order. The Cobra Law Trooper. Anything dealing with Cobra Law. Okay, Globulus. I mean, we need Globulus. I mean, they're waiting on that. They're waiting on. They're just teasing us. With that.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna get him last. But what Paige, man, you must be, man, because originally it was gonna be me and Chris, and then Dimitri and Rob were gonna be out, but look who showed up.
What
It's like, dude, you
Uh-oh.
are like nobody wants to miss Paige on the show, man. It's like they canceled their plans and say, hey, we gotta be here for Paige.
Just too fun.
How you doing, man? How you doing, Killzone?
Doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Good.
Nice.
Are you taking a break from Resident Evil 9, man? Have you beat it? Like I know you played
I'm
like 10
on my
times.
4th playthrough right now.
Wow.
It's really short, right? Like you beat it in like 9 hours or something.
Yeah, I beat it in 8 hours and 45 minutes, and then
speed runs over there.
No, that was me going through everything, and I was like, what's long is the actual cutscene, so it's roughly around 16ish hours because the cutscenes are so long, but the actual gameplay sections is 8 hours.
Jeez, man. It's like,
I believe the time stops once you're in the cutscenes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it probably this weekend. I'm gonna have I think Sunday my wife goes out of town for a work trip, so I got a couple of days. So after work, well, Sunday it depends on when I can start playing it. But then after work, pretty much Monday through Wednesday, I'm gonna just be doing that.
Also,
after the show.
Speaking of games, I love how excited you get for this Four Horsemen game coming out.
Dude, I mean, I've always wanted to do that kind of tabletop stuff, but I never really knew much about it. And then Stranger Things kind of just added more onto it.
Yeah.
It's like I wish I had guys I could just like get together and we just sit at a table like all night with some pizza and some chips, and just sit there and just like role play and just play the game, and just be all involved in it. And so yeah, I'm getting excited. So I know some other people too within the community that I met at Legions, and like Joe, I can't remember. It's hard for me to pronounce the last name, but he is heavy. Joe G. He's really heavy into the. I think even the making of the game too. I think they took his input into because he's heavy into D&D and like other tabletop games. Within the mythic realm. So yeah, he's we were kind of talking a little bit last two Mythic Legions, and I hit him up. Oh, there! Thank you, Oz. Oh, Oz is in the chat. What's up, Oz? And then
man?
Gonzalez. Yeah, I want to say. I always want to say Gonzalez, but I know that's not it. There's another letter in there, but yeah, Gonzalez. Yeah, he is. You know, I just call him Joe G. But no, he is you know, a veteran game master. I guess that's the right word. So he knows how to set up a game and do it justice. So
Nice.
By the way, John, it's the Rawhides. What's the team you're?
the Rawhides. Okay.
Yeah.
I know Jesus said Slaughters Marauders, but yeah, that's too much of a tongue twister to say. So I think the Rawhides. I think what do we say? The Roughnecks. We're close.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, I saw you're on the Google machine. So I don't know, Killzone. We were just going around pickups. What did you get for the week?
I picked up. Speaking of Resident Evil, I picked up Leon, Patriot Toys Leon.
You got something now. Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Honestly, I was not expecting it to be how it is because in the promo pictures, the original one was so bulky, but the actual body piece is like super soft, so it can bend. So I think it's a actual not pleather, but like a soft plastic material in the middle. It's gonna bend pretty far for soft goods.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
The only thing I do notice, I don't think there's a thigh swivel in the foot or in the leg, so I don't think it can move too much. So that's pretty annoying, but I think it's still pretty good. I didn't get the deluxe version, but it comes with all of this stuff: a shotgun, 2 pistols, extra magazines, and also a holster and a harness. I'm pretty enjoying it so far, but I love it, man. Like I was really waiting for possibly Lim Toys to do an RE4, but I'm glad I waited and got this version because the face sculpt looks so much better than the original.
Is it just one face sculpt, or is there?
Yes. So the second one is on the Resident Evil 4, with the like Resident Evil 2 costume, but the Resident Evil 4 face and body.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a deluxe version, so you have to buy both versions and you get a separate deluxe piece.
Man, I will say that about Dimitri though, is that when I played Resident Evil 4 for the first time, the remake, it was I was kind of upset that he lost that jacket though at the very beginning. I was like, man, because I mean, it's like, man, that jacket looks so cool. Oz says about Joe, he has played and tested it, but sworn to secrecy. Oh, okay, nice. Again, Joe, he's all into the RPG. It's like, I'm excited. Yeah. So, Chris, I mean, we're gonna play it. Actually, I think we're gonna bring in Rob and probably Dimitri too.
What are we gonna like Zoom or something?
We could. And Tory Page, we can bring you on there.
There's Discord. There's platforms too. Like I remember during COVID, we used to play a lot. I forget what they're called right now, but like where you can have a map and you can like there's dice built into the thing. If I remember, I'll send it to you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. My friend uses that for her D&D stuff.
Yeah.
For online sessions.
This is totally different.
But I mean, like that's what I'm wondering whether like you'll be able to support their game online. I think it's called Roll20. I think it's Roll20. Don't quote me, but that'd be cool if you could. Like if you could, And then also like another thing that I'm kind of thinking about with their thing is like so D&D. It's like a bunch of books, and so like the stories are kind of always different. So I wonder if if this is successful, if Four Horsemen will publish other sort of like.
I'm sure they would. I mean, it's already making it's way above, like, I mean, what they probably anticipated. Well, at least probably what some people anticipated. I mean, it's like, it's wildly successful.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, when I made my pledge, I thought I was only getting a certain amount of figures, but when we're at the fine print, I'm like, oh, I'm getting actually 10.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I was like, okay, well, I thought I was getting like maybe 5 or 6, but I was like, oh, I'm actually getting 10 figures.
Yeah, because those two, they send at least 2 of them twice, right?
Yeah, I think it's 2 of each. Right? So like the cleric, I mean, you get like 2 versions, and then the other character. So I was like, oh wow.
And I believe the new ones coming out after that, you have to pay for them separately, right? The new unlocks.
Yes. So for any if any new unlocks, you have to pay for them separately, which I know some people were kind of like complaining about, or they were questioning around it, but it's like it's fine. I mean, the fact that you're probably gonna have so many more unlocks as this thing builds up and like gets so many more supports.
Yeah,
I couldn't really see them justifying like just giving it to backers at a certain tier. It's like that. Yeah, no, it's like that's just.
Four Horsemen's really good about tier rewards. Like I'm thinking about the dragon. Like I think if you back the dragon, you ended up getting 2 additional figures. I think plus the dragon, if I remember correctly. And then 2 per like wing accessory or flame accessory, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Bill's in the house. Toy photo guy. What's up, man?
How we doing, bud?
Oh, didn't he get a feature?
I know Bill's been featured before, just recently, or oh no, I think you were talking about for the Turtle Tuesday. I think I had it up here too.
No, that was Toys of Photography.
That was Toys of
Toys.
Photography.
Yeah.
Toys of Photography.
That's why I
Danny.
meant though. Yeah, Danny. Yeah.
Or Davey.
Ah, got it. My bad.
But
that was an awesome photo, though.
Yeah, of the turtles. Yeah, with Casey. Yeah. I sometimes get that. I sometimes like get them mixed up. Sometimes when I'm scrolling, I'm like, "Oh, is this Bill?" Like, "Oh no, this is so and so," and then same, vice versa. So,
Rob, your photo for Mezco Monday was really nice. I love that one with White Skull behind the thing. That was really good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Very nice. I
wish I had one.
I need to get that spaceship, man. But who did win though? He was in the Joe chat, and it's actually somebody that I've kind of like I think that was the first time actually submitting for Mezco Monday too.
Nice.
And so we're all like,
that's good. Well, that's good. I like it when more people. You know what I mean? I like seeing new people win all the time. I think that's really great. I mean, I would like to win again. That would be fun. But
what
honestly,
did you win last time? What did you win, Rob? What was your prize?
I won the Spider-Man. I won which I already had, but I ended up just getting the gift card or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
Like gift card? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put that toward one of the Doc Knock. I think it was the Doc Knock, and not the Yeti, but the
the Christmas one.
The Christmas one, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I did, because so I won. So I got a Spider-Man from them, and then I wanted to get the Michael Myers, but because they were offering the gift cards and all the delays, so I was like, oh yeah, just give me I'm fine with the gift card. And man, they were like quick with that. And then I was like, I saved it and then used it for the Christmas Doc Knock. So I was like, that's cool. I was even more happy that I got to use my points for the Rumbler though. That was like, because I was back and forth on the Rumbler, but the fact that I was able to use my points, I was like, that's awesome. It's like I'm in.
At least you waited and got the brown one that you wanted, not the black one.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, and this is like me just assuming because the first one had Death Adder. It's like, so surely they're gonna make another one with Gomez. I know with color. I mean, I wasn't thinking about tan. I just figured like there's got to be one with Gomez. So that's why I was kind of always like I've always wanted to get a Hazard Gomez. I just love the look with the sweater, the tactical pants, everything, and the fact that he's green. It's like, man, this is like it was like destiny. It was like, but no, I do love the look of that. I mean, there are some other vans out there that that are tan, but this one looks really it looks like an actual like armored vehicle. So
you mean you don't want what's it called, the Valaverse mom van?
That's fine. But no, it was funny in our Joe chat though, because Brad was just like so shocked and everything. So I shared it because he was kind of debating if he wouldn't even want to post that, but he was like, I don't think it's gonna win. It's like, oh man, just go ahead. I mean, you never know what happens. And then look, he won.
That was a good shot.
It was, Snake Eyes. And I was actually even teasing in our chat, like, so maybe this means that the line isn't dead. Maybe we'll get some more jokes coming down. You never know, but and we got
what are you hearing, Paige?
His lips are sealed, man. He can't say anything.
It didn't sound good.
That's what
but you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Like they I mean, look, they're reissuing stuff now. So before it was never like that. So I keep telling people, like, if you like something, like, shoot it a lot, talk about it a lot, and then use those opportunities when they're doing pre-orders or something like that, or especially around con time, like Toys Fair.
Mhm.
Yes.
I would definitely say, oh yeah, this is great. This is really cool. Hope you guys do more GI Joes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick and be like, where are all the Joes? Don't do that. Just be like, yeah,
Right.
these are cool. Hopefully, we get to
Yeah.
see some Joe reveals or something, so they know
Yeah.
people are interested. Because
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's my take on it. It's like I would love more Joes, but I'm not going to sit there and be like, upset that there aren't any. It's like I got classifieds. There's Joes, everywhere, but I prefer Mesco. But if not, then hey, I know they're going
Hey,
to come out with something else that
they announced Thundercats. I'm not going to complain at all.
oh yeah, yeah,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that because that's been a debate as far as how they're going to handle that.
oh yeah, yeah.
It's like give me all of them at this point. Well, we can talk about it now. It's like yeah, it's like we're done with reveals. So yeah, it's like I'm good with let me bring it up because that was like I mean I love Super 7. I mean I like the Super 7s just because I mean that is kind of like their ultimate version. That's kind of what we have. But now that Mesco is getting into the realm of Thundercats, ooh man, it's like I'd rather just give me I'm fine. You know what? You can start off with a 2-pack with Lino and Mumra or just the singles of each one, but then give me like a 4-pack of Panther, Tigra, Shitara, the twins. Just give me like, or I guess that'd be a 5-pack, but yeah, just give me a big set afterwards. Cause I mean, just like you said, Paige, I mean, you never know what happens. Things could change on a drop of a hat. I mean, things happen. We had the Star Trek start off with Kirk and Spock, and we're no Bones and not the rest of the crew. I'd be more fine with just getting the supporting characters in a big set, and then getting Lino and Mumra separate, even if they did that. But again, I don't make any decisions. That's me just want to get everything as soon as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
I am still waiting on my Planet of the Apes figures.
Were those ever announced, or were they ever teased,
Well,
or
they
Oh,
teased. They
shit, yeah.
teased another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh okay.
Yeah.
To be
It's
fair, they
Uh,
did. Okay.
That Dr. Zaius is awesome. Like it's a great figure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think
They've
some of
done.
those figures, like they suffer from a period where the line wasn't really that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now, if you would have had some of those figures come out now, I think it'd probably have more support. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, man, those Star Trek figures they still hold up today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those sculpts and then I think I asked
Whoa.
them about that because they had the captain's chair that was going to come out. They had
Uh,
Kirk Trouble with Tribbles, and they had Dr. McCoy that they'd shown him,
mhm.
and then they just scrapped that.
Yeah.
That was I thought it would have been cool if they had Uhura. That would have been
Yeah.
great.
Especially
Sulu and
now after you got the new female body bucks come out and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yes,
Tangerine and stuff.
Tangerine. Yeah.
Yeah.
you could literally use her like
Yeah.
that body. So
Uh,
Oh man, and that's crazy though, because I mean, you would think that Star Trek that would just be like a money, like that would just be like no question, just do the whole line. I mean, even if you're doing them, one at a time, not a whole set, but it's like
yeah,
it just to
I don't
me
know
when I
that
look at
it's not traditionally an IP. I think that like makes a ton of money.
I
I
mean,
think
it's
a lot
still
of companies have had problems with Star Trek. But just
Yeah, I think it's a company that I think does better for replicas wise rather than full on figures
Mhm.
or
I
even
can see that.
statue.
Yeah.
Like it's the same way like a lot of video game stuff doesn't really sell well. Um, but when they do, it's usually statue wise replicas, all that. It's not really full on figures.
yeah.
Oh, this is what we're talking about right here.
But Mezco has done Thundercats before Teenage, and I feel like we kind of get an idea for sculpting wise and how they can handle it. So the big thing for us is like how are they going to transition that sculpting into the 112 articulation wise?
Have
Because
they
they
as
all,
far?
yeah,
Yeah, it was like a big 14-inch figure, and they
Oh, that's right.
started
That's right.
out. They started out
essentially
like
Link.
they had like
Yeah.
Lionel. They had and they did different versions of Lionel. So like you had a regular version, then you had like an MDX version with the eyes
Mhm.
that light up, and so you can kind of like I always say that when they redo a figure, you can always go back and kind of look at their history, like Gangsters Inc. or
Yeah.
Hooks or anything like
Yeah.
that, and that gives you like a good nice blueprint. And that's one of the reasons I was talking about it on the show, because you know how, especially with everything dropping right now, right? Uh, how do you handle that IP? Do you do sets? Do you do two packs? Do you
Yeah.
do one large offering so people don't have to like wait however long to
Hmm.
complete a team? It's the conversation is really good too, because it's something you have to kind of balance. Because if you do it in singles or doubles or something like that, and you're basing it off the interest and how well the line does, you
Yeah.
know, if you pick two or three characters to come out the gate with and they don't really register, that might doom the whole rest of the line.
Yeah.
So it
I
I don't know.
Right.
That was the question. Would you rather get all of them all at once and just complete it, and then maybe have some MDXs like Lionel, and Mumra? Mumra had his powered up version, right?
hmm
And then they did a crypt version of him as well. But that was the MDX version. So
Right.
do you do this whole set and then trickle out these little MDXs and maybe get some of the other characters like Wily Cat and Kit, or do you bank on, okay, we're only put a couple of them out and see how the line goes?
I think you would be fine with doing singles of Lion-O and Mumra,
Mumra. Yeah.
but I mean, like like the other characters, I think you have to. I would be, I would want those to be like at least a 3-pack of that, or Panthro, Tigra, Chitara, and the twins
Mhm.
kind of together, and then just get those. You could probably even do Lion-O and Snarf together.
Mhm.
They
Well, I mean,
did
to
that
really,
originally. Originally,
if
Yeah,
that's
you
what they had.
see it
yeah,
That
too, if I
totally
put
makes
a
sense.
picture, can you back
yeah,
up real quick, John?
yeah,
Actually, that fine picture's fine too. Yeah, like all four of them.
Mhm.
Um,
yeah,
I feel like they use similar bucks. I feel like the other thing too is if you do packs, how are you gonna like make it quickly but also make it time efficiently to the point
hmm
where, for example, Fantastic Four made sense because Sue, you already kind of have a base body for that. You just need to make a different head sculpt and put
yeah.
a soft good over it, and then the only real sculpting you need to do is the thing. And
Well, I
like,
think. Oh, go ahead.
Mr. Fantastic has crazy shit.
no, yeah, yeah, but like I mean, base body wise, it's
Yeah.
basically just swapping. And I feel like they could
Sure.
easily do that there and basically just focus their time on accessories and how to make them look individually different
Yeah.
rather than having to make whole new, brand new bodies just for these.
Well, I think for these, I mean, the base scope would probably be when I'm thinking when I see these is the Arnold Conan figure. I could see, or maybe be a little bit bigger, but I mean, you could probably use that base or that sculpting for at least for the mill figures on here,
Mhm.
They
and
have
then
some
probably
great like variations. Like you could use a Roblox body.
Roblox. That Yep, that's another one.
Yeah, Uh, Kill made a really good point. Like if you did this as a pack, like a 4 pack or whatever, I'm pretty sure they're going to be in soft goods. So
Yeah,
like you're not doing that, but so you're hiding the body pretty much, and so
yeah,
you can duplicate all those bodies. Maybe swap out some stuff like a torso, or arms, or something like that.
hmm
But most of that stuff is covered by the soft goods. So you almost like run into this thing like the Power Rangers. Power Rangers are all the guys, they're on the same bodies.
Yeah.
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 And then the females, they're on the seamless bodies. So you're kind of like saving it. I would love to see Chitara on a seamless
Oh
body.
yes,
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I think you can get away with it too. I mean, she's all covered up, and then Lionel, yeah, he's in a onesie,
Yeah,
and
but it
then
puts you in the position of like, but you're getting, let's just say you're going to get those 4 characters.
yeah,
Are people, I don't think that you could sell like Tigra and maybe Panthro, but the other ones, I don't think you could do those separate. I don't think
yeah,
there'd be enough
I see
interest in
that.
it.
I see that.
yeah. I
I would
mean,
just like I would at least want Lion-O, I think, by himself though. And also
yeah,
he
Yeah,
like come
yeah,
he would come with so much stuff. You could,
Yeah.
like I said, pack him with Snarf. I just think that'd be a good way to start the line. And a good way to, yeah, he's the most popular character. So
yeah,
he'd be a good way to gauge interest.
yeah.
And I think upfronting it all, like how you said, the MDX version with the glowing eyes, like have that already. Like make it a deluxe version basically
Mhm.
for it. So like, okay, well, this is what we see going forward with these figures, what they can offer. And do I need that all for the other characters? Because that's always going to be a deluxe figure, which is going to be what, around 130, 150 probably. And I feel like people are fine with that if it's a main character of the story.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
You
know. I'm
gotta,
thinking go ahead, Paige.
no, I'm sorry. You got. I think you got to really knock it out though, like whatever the first offering is, because that's what
Absolutely.
everybody's going to be basing it off of
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah.
do that MDX, but also they follow that format too with Power Rangers. They and it works. You get people to like see what you're gonna get. Like they gave Green Ranger, they gave White Ranger, and people are
Yeah.
like, okay, this is cool. It's decent. If they're like this, then I'll do it.
Right.
You know, I don't think anybody knew that the females were going to be on the seamless bodies, so that's like a, icing on
Extra.
the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like Kill said, I think that's what you do. You kind of like load up on the first, like maybe Lion-O and Mumra,
Mhm.
hmm
and at least that way, if the line drops, then at least you have those two characters.
Yeah.
The main ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always wondered if it hurt Dick Tracy a little bit that he was in a 2-pack instead of by himself.
Well, okay. What I was going to say about Dick Tracy, I feel like the point Paige was making with Power Rangers is a better sort of parallel, but Prune Face is what sold me on Dick Tracy. I was on the fence about Dick Tracy, and I didn't
Sure.
order him immediately, and then I got Prune Face in hand. I was like, this guy's awesome, and so then I ended up getting the 2-pack afterwards. So yeah.
The problem with Prune Face though is that like he's not the main character of that line.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean? So like
He was
I
such
don't
an
know if they
impressive figure though. Like
he's awesome. I love Prune Face.
Yeah.
But like to be the first character that comes out of the gate, you know what I mean? I just think naturally you're gonna sell less Prune Faces than you are a Dick Tracy.
But I think he sold pretty well though. I think
I feel like he
once
sold
people
better
got
than
him in,
Tracy.
yeah, I think once people got him in hand and started doing
absolutely.
photography, and I think they were just like people were just blown away. But of course, a suited character. I mean, you can always do a lot with that. So
Yeah,
it's
I mean, look, he's a great gangster character anyway.
Yeah.
Like suddenly I
Yeah.
had a gangster.
and it's funny though.
so-
I know Flat Top is usually his arch nemesis, but for me, growing up as a kid, I always thought Prune Face was like the big kind of like the final boss. It's funny. It's like because like for him to come out first, like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I know as a kid, like he was always kind of like my, his Joker to Dick Tracy's Batman. But
I was real sad we didn't get Big Boy.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
a lot of that, like, because I watched the line, like, I'm not saying you guys don't, but like,
Hmm?
I don't know if you guys remember I remember when Proof Face came out, he got creamed. Like everybody was saying this is
Yeah.
Thanos in a suit, and so like usually when you have that negative stuff that goes around, people start changing their mind a little bit. They go, yeah, that doesn't look good. And plus, it's a pulp character, It's like
Yeah.
generational, and so like a lot of people. I remember that too. Who's this guy in the yellow suit?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't have any time to like develop, and so those pre-order sales, that's what will determine how far they go with that
Yeah.
line. So if it's getting killed, like GI Joe, that got killed like right in the beginning. Everybody's like, why are we gonna buy Mezco Joes when we have Hasbro Joes and they're like half the price?
Yeah.
And so
I mean,
that's why a lot of that stuff doesn't make it.
yeah, and I think that's another reason why I was kind of talking about getting like everything kind of front as much as you could, because I know people like Super 7, I think they even announced like their next wave is either dropping or shipping, and it's like they were deep in that line, and you got people that are buying it. I mean, they've what, waves 10, 11. I mean, there are super they're getting like deep cut characters, and it's
They have
like
vehicles, right, for that?
vehicles,
Oh yeah,
play sets,
vehicles, play sets.
play
Yeah.
sets. And it's like, can you get those people that are buying that to come over here and like pay a little bit more to get the Mezcos? It's like it's a hard sell. I mean, I think the core Thundercat fans like me, I mean, like I mess around with them, but to get them, because I know how great Mezco is with articulation and with soft goods and everything, like they would knock it out of the park. I would definitely get those, but some of the people that were just like, I'm so invested in with this over here, would make me flip. That's always kind of like a hard sell, kind of like you said, Paige. I mean, I know people in the Joe community, like, I love Mezcos that look great, but my budget, I can't do it. I'd rather get, rather get a $25 figure than, having to pay whatever it is for, a Mezco. That's understandable. I mean, that's, people have different things going on in their lives. They can't afford it. But I mean, yeah, for me, that's why I would love to just get everything kind of upfront as much as I can. I feel like you should do Lion-O and Mumra. You could just like Batman and Joker and miniseries, kind of just separate. That's the first, thing you're going to see of this line. Here you go, Lion-O, Mumra. So I think I feel that's how they should go. But again, I make decisions. But I do have one thing though. So the look of Lion-O, I know this is classic, but it is a onesie, but I do wonder if they are looking at maybe what Mondo did. And again, I don't know in intellectual property and stuff like that, or things of that. But I really like this look of the kind of like the more the skirted Roman kind of look of it. So if they did something like this and Mezco kind of territory, that would be awesome.
Maybe that could be the other version of it.
Yeah,
could be.
Your MDX version, or
yeah.
Man, there's that evil Lion-O too. That's like all in red.
Oh yeah,
that'd be an easy con
exclusive.
Yeah.
But no,
I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to actual companies. Though, is looking at what is the competitors and how are we going to basically how are you going to bring people to our product? Because like the biggest thing when I talked to like UPF was like they're looking at fighting games right now, and one of them is Mortal Kombat. They have the opportunity to do that, but everyone really dislikes the McFarlane Mortal Kombat one, where it's always, and the thing is too is they're always doing the classic stuff, even with Storm Collectibles. It's the classic Mortal Kombat, and it's like how many more lines do we need of classic Mortal Kombat? People keep out saying we want X, we want Mortal Kombat 9, 11. It's like, well, how do you do that? Even though Heat fans want that, will also the IP holder want that?
Yeah.
Because even if they don't want it, the big thing is, or even if they do want it, and that's like the main thing being said, if the IP holder says no, there's no chance it's going to be made because they think this is our main thing, classics rather than the new stuff.
I was just reading what he wrote. Yeah.
Oh, Fate Hammer, yeah.
Yeah. No, I tell people all the time, like if you ever doubt it, just go to whatever group and type in the search and go back, and they usually have a main post for each one of those. And I'm telling you, it's very enlightening. Because you'll see people, their initial, and it's always the same cycle repeated. This sucks. I don't like it. And then it comes out, pictures, people get it in the hand. Now everybody wants to get it. Happens every single time. Nobody learns from it. But you can go back and you can actually see some of the people that are searching for those figures are the ones that were talking the most trash about it.
Yeah.
And it does. It kills a buzz for a line. I've watched this for years. And you can always see like one of these like Dick Tracy or Joe's, how initially people were like, no, and then it just stops because the company, I'm pretty sure Kill can confirm this, like the company, they can see some of the buzz on it, right?
Yeah.
But the dollars talk more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a business. So
yeah, so you gotta be able to like balance all of that stuff.
The crappy thing is by the time the blank came out, you know what I mean? That was like a buy it now or whatever it is when it came out, and that thing sold out immediately.
That was a website breaker. I remember.
It crashed the site.
So like people, like I think by that fourth figure, right? People wanted that line, and then it was gone. Like it was like, I know, too late. Yeah, but thankfully thankfully the gangsters. It's almost like a continuance of the Dick Tracy line a little bit.
Yeah, it works.
I think people don't realize either is that like just because you don't know the IP doesn't mean it's not going to be a good figure, and that like it can be for other stuff. Like I don't know Dick Tracy. It's not my time period. And the reality is, Prune Face looked cool because that can fit as a gangster within the Marvel universe. I mean, we have stuff like Jigsaw. Absolutely. I can easily use that. I mean, people also, I kept hearing in some chats I'm in that the gangsters look kind of dumb, but the reality is they're good fodder figures. They have a bunch of accessories, and they can be used as background stuff and just background fodder and background bad guys. I think that's the thing. Like, I understand people want cheap fodder figure, but sometimes having a nice fodder figure that's expensive is kind of nice. Like you really see the quality. Like, oh, my pictures actually do look kind of better because I don't see joints. I see actual soft goods.
Mhm.
Like I buy the Hasuki military figures, and yeah, I can buy GI Joe stuff, but after buying Hasuki, I'm like, why should I go back? This has way better quality. It feels nice. And yes,
Yeah.
$100 compared to $20 or $40, but I'd much rather have that $125 figure than the $40 figure.
Yeah. But people don't equate that to what you're getting. Like they look at a price tag, and I don't care what anybody says. You could take that Sparky Foreman figure, and that machine gun that he has, that's not a machine gun that you would see on a regular. There's movable parts to it. There's
Yeah.
shit weathering, and it's not just that. It's all the other stuff too. So like those suits. I remember when Agent Gomez came out, he just had a jacket. And then if you look at Sparky and you open up his jacket, there's liner in
Mm.
there.
Yep.
And so you're paying for like materials, tailoring, there's sculpt work, there's paint work, and all of that stuff adds up. And I don't think people understand that. And you don't have to like limit yourself to say, oh, well, I don't like that head sculpt. People use that with Gomez. That's probably one of the most versatile figures you have. All you got to do is pop the head and the neck out,
Yep.
and they sell neck pieces on eBay. You put that on there, and you can pretty much use a Joe WWE figures. You just got to find the right size, but it's not limited to a Roach. You know,
Exactly.
How
Look at
hard is
DMA's
the?
making.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, how hard is the neck piece? Because I've been wanting to do that with the Casino Gomez I got from
Oh, for the
Killzone.
GI Joe. No, not
Well,
GI Joe.
for Harrison
Yeah.
Indiana
Ford or something like
Jones.
that.
You want that Indiana Jones
And
thing?
it's like
Yeah.
I'm sitting there kind of like fidgeting with it, but I don't want to mess with it too much. So I'm like,
You would,
I
it
don't
would
want.
heat it up, John, before you do anything. Heat it up to take it off because
Yeah,
pulling it off
He was
straight.
too expensive.
yeah.
I put the head on there. Like it's on my Instagram. I took the head off,
Mhm.
Oh,
and
you
then
didn't
that
take the
was
neck
it.
piece off?
No, you can't unless you're like looking at from the back. But the cut of the neck and everything, and the
Yeah.
jawline.
Mhm.
And if you're looking at it straight on, it just looks just like it.
Hmm.
I may
So
try
I
that.
mean, but it's really easy. You just heat and pop that stuff, and you can just get a flesh tone neck peg that'll work for it.
Or if
Yeah.
anything, you can just use what's it called? You can just lasso tool it, color it in a bit, change
Yeah,
the
I
what's it
didn't want to
called.
say it, but yeah.
Well, yeah. There's Photoshop. So
That's what I did
there's
all
other
the time
tools.
when
Yeah.
I used
Yeah.
a different figure on that body. And I was like, I'm
Mhm.
trying to Photoshop this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like I've messed with. I think with the Decapods with the. I think I did one with
Yeah.
the. I think I put Tracy's head on one, but of course, they have on their wrists, or I think you can kind of see it kind of like the flesh or like the lobster or whatever it is, the skin tone of them. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, let me
Yeah.
change that a little bit. So,
They're
but it's
getting
funny you
so
mentioned
much
the.
better. Though. They're
Oh, go
getting
ahead.
so much better with that. They're getting so much better with that. If you look at the new Doc Savage, it's like they've gone to the place where they've mixed in some of the stuff like with Mythic Legions, pop and swapping and stuff. Doc
Yeah.
Savage
Yes.
takes his boots
Yeah.
off.
Incredible. Still,
Yeah,
that's my
Amazing.
figure of the year. Like so far, like it's so good.
I
yeah.
love it.
But just you could tell the way that the direction that they're going. It's like you could take the pants off, the shirts off,
Mhm.
and everybody's and it helps like customizers too because most of them they just want the bodies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now you have that, but then also you have that like that extended playability. You can
Mhm.
possibly maybe if they do this with future iterations, you could take those soft good pieces and swap them onto Doc Savage.
Yeah.
So they're
Yep.
making strides, like the materials and everything that they do. So I know they're expensive, and you may not be able to buy every single one, but I always feel like if you find one that you like, it's like an investment because you have literal
Yep.
literal layers of soft goods. You have a whole bunch of accessories you can use with other things. It can be a main character, fodder character. At least that's what I tell myself in my head when I'm spending money.
Yeah. Exactly. For me, it's more or less like I can't believe they're doing a Doc Savage figure. When it came out, when they announced it last year, I was like, wow. So
Yeah.
that's to me, I'm like, that is a deep cut. I know
Now I need
Dimitri,
the
you
Phantom.
said like, A Phantom. Yep. Yeah, Phantom.
Mhm.
And a Rocketeer. We need Rocketeer.
Yeah.
But no, it's like you said, Dimitri. Though it's like it's funny you didn't grow up with Dick Tracy, but neither did me or Rob. I mean, he came out in the 40s. It's like, I mean, when he was like really in his heyday, it was in the 40s. But then, of course,
Well,
we had the movie.
we were the right age for that movie when it came out.
Yeah, it was like the perfect age. I mean, I imagine if they did something now, I mean, maybe you could get that, next generation coming in. Hopefully, like the Motu movie will get, more kind of that resurgence of younger fans. But yeah, it's just funny how that stuff just kind of hits you. But what were you gonna say, Rob? Before about Doc Savage when
I mean, just that I love that figure. Yeah, and yeah, the Phantom, the Rocketeer. Those are like my pulp icons that I need now that I already have a Shadow.
Rocketeer would just be awesome, man. I mean, kind of easy too, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but
I
that would
saw
be
a cool. One of the groups had a cool custom someone had made.
Rocketeer?
Yeah, in the Facebook chat, right? Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
You could use like the pants, like from Doc Savage.
Yes,
You could use the
boots.
yeah. Like, but there's different boots. Like you could use depending on like what style you want to do. You could always use a lot of those parts from the Void Cadet, the boots, the backpack.
Okay.
That's pretty much the Rocketeer design anyway. That backpack.
Or
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
the jacket from the Hawk P40.
So they have all these pieces already. So let's
Yeah,
get with
that's
it,
what I
Mexico.
mean. It's an easy way to kind of do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like reuse, but it just shows you that you can do it,
Yeah.
in a sensible
Yeah.
way. Otherwise, you're gonna be paying for brand new
Parts
tooling
and
and
all that.
brand new, all of them, every single
Mhm.
figure. And if you think it's expensive now, imagine if you're just getting custom, suits and sculpting every single issue. I mean, every single release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My biggest thing do you go ahead, Rob.
I was just saying I had Duke out the other day, and I'm just sad we're not going to get any more because it's just a cool having a soldier, like having those pieces
Hmm.
and those different parts.
What was the first Joe? Was it Roadblock that they came out with?
Or Destro.
Destro,
Destro,
yeah.
Which I
I
mean,
wonder. I mean, I love that Destro figure. I think that figure is
Yeah.
awesome. And so much like I didn't pre-order him because I like everyone else was like, well, I'm already buying Joe's, like why would I do this? And then that Destro came out and he's so expressive and he's got the different sculpts, the face sculpts and stuff, that smiling sculpt. I was like, oh,
Yep.
I have to own this figure now.
Yep.
But I think money also talks because I think that's like the Oling just always on sale on Amazon. It's like always $60.
Oh yeah, always
$50.
$60. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I paid for.
Yep. But do you think, Paige, especially since Mezco's a bigger company and more on the premium side, that people take a look at it more when stuff comes out? Because like my big thing is Super 7. I think most collectors who are photographers don't collect Super 7 because one, articulation, and they think it's a bit more on the niche side of like this is just too old on articulation, all that. But I feel like those are the collectors who don't photograph. They're inbox collectors because they give us stuff that a lot of people don't do. I mean, Rob, you have the Mars Attacks figures, and no one else does that. And it's like they have niche IPs that people do like, but at the same time, they still sell pretty damn well. And I think it's because it's not just the reality is we're collectors that we collect and we photograph. Not everyone does that though. I think that's the big thing that people look at Mezco is like, well, why isn't this stuff coming out? Why isn't it more Marvel? Why isn't it more DC? And it's like, that's cool and all, but we want more IPs that are not just that. And there's also different fandom from Mezco that did older stuff, like the old Hellboy movies stuff and the older gangster stuff. And I think that's always been there. It's just newer fans have been wanting the same stuff that everyone else does.
Yeah, I think what it does is it separates them from it because you have so many companies doing Marvel characters like Wolverine. I mean, when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, there was like what 4 or 5 companies that were doing those figures.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like you're kind of like even though I feel like that Wolverine, that Deadpool, I think that they're really good. Somebody else price point might determine if they even consider that.
Yeah.
It's going to beat out everything. They're just going to want it. But I think I think you're trying to like battle all these different companies, and where they kind of stand out is like the niche stuff. Like if you do Shadow, if you do some of these other, or you do IPs, but they put their own spin on it. I don't know why people want all these turtles to look the same. Like, oh, it doesn't look like the NECA version. It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would just
Yeah.
buy the NECA version. So I don't understand why somebody, oh, it doesn't look
That's
exactly like this. So
I was excited when I saw those turtles, and they didn't look like the NECA versions. Like they looked,
yeah,
it was like
Yeah.
this. They're almost like a universal type design. They kind of looked sort of like the movies, and sort of like
Yeah.
your classic turtles. So it was
yeah,
like it was a
And I
really
like it
cool
because
sort of space they took up.
and they really take the personality of the characters though. I mean, when you see one, I mean, that's Leo, that's Mikey, that's Don. So I
yeah.
think they did a real good job of that. And it's like, well, I think we were talking before the show went on live. It's like the turtles. I was kind of like, I was a huge turtle fan. Like that was like one of the main things I grew up collecting as a kid. And I like, it's surprising that I don't have before the Mezcos. I didn't have any turtles of any kind, NECA or Super 7 or anything like that. And it's just like I'm going down that rabbit hole now, but it's like I'm fine with it because like they were so great quality, but it's just there's so many. It's like you have to pick and choose. It's like it's like I'm willing to go down the Mezco route, but then there are some people that it's okay. I'm just gonna go with NECA because they just make they have the movie quality ones, which Mezco is doing now. Which I'm like,
I was about to say, yeah, didn't they either preview
yes,
or yeah?
yes, yeah,
I think they're up
yep.
now. They've been up for pre-order.
They've already pre-ordered. I already pre-ordered them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like,
Mm.
yep, the movie ones. So when they dropped that, I'm like, it's like I knew I really didn't want to get another set of turtles, but it's like the movie is a special, it's special.
Yeah.
So
That
Well,
was
the
how many
character
people?
selection is better. Like I mean, yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It's like, okay, Mezco's doing that version of whatever the IP is, right? But
Yep.
NECA is already knocked out. I mean, you got Ernie on the pizza bike. You got Casey Jones. You got April, and so yeah, that comes into play too. I think their greatest strength is sometimes like a little bit of weakness for them because they'll do pulp characters because they're trying to separate themselves from it.
Yeah.
But you have to it has to connect with your audience. Those ones that they showed, like Dick Tracy, Pruneface, all that stuff, like the Shadow. I remember when those came out, and people were like, "What is this?" You know.
Yeah.
And so now you're waiting until the figure comes out before people even start looking up any kind of information on it to
Yeah.
find out what you can do. And then by that time, they've only produced a certain number, and then it snowballs. It's like, oh well, I wanted to get this, but it's $600 on the aftermarket. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so it's a bad cycle. So I don't know how you can balance that, like as a company, like you're doing something very niche, and
Tough.
it separates you from other companies, but then people don't know, and so it's hard to trust. If it goes up for pre-order, you're going, okay, do I get this or no?
Yeah.
I'd love to know the sales numbers on the second Shadow that came out.
That thing sold out so
That's
quickly.
so fast.
Yeah.
And like it was a premium price also.
Yeah. Because it was a
Yeah.
deluxe with that little like extra bit, right? Like
Well, it had the comic books and it had the
Yeah.
ring with it, all kinds
Ring,
of stuff. That
Mhm.
release is awesome.
Oh yeah.
My thing that got me into Mezco too was that they also blend their own style back then with the figures. Like if it's Marvel, DC, they also blend their own style. I've noticed now they're still kind of doing that, but kind of seeing more of comic stuff. I wonder if that's also kind of hurting them in a way because the big thing, like I love the Captain America figure, it looks amazing. I still need to pick it up, but the biggest thing for me is that when they add their own style and flavor, I understand people don't like it as much, but it's like you already have comic styles from Legend, you get it from Mafex, you get it from a bunch of other companies, and it's like, do you
Yeah.
want the same style just on a soft goods figure? Because the other thing, we're like, oh, well, Mezco's head's too big on the body. And it's like, okay, but you're not gonna buy in the first place. You're not the target demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're seeing that less though than you used to. Like Supreme Knight Batman, right? Has all the sort of crazy Mezco-ish, designs
Yeah.
and stuff on his suit, right? And like now you get a Batman, Year One Batman or Golden Age Batman. Those are just classic Batman designs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they really excel at like that, like this, not to make it sound bad, but like the minimalist or the simple design kind of stuff. It
Hmm.
seems like all of that stuff has been very good, even when it's in doubt. Like Thor, I saw, I saw how much was it? Like first it was that figure won't have any ab crunch, then it was the height, and then it was like it's not a classic Thor, and then unfortunately when it comes out, people get it in hand and people see how well it goes over,
Hmm.
and so it's like you're almost pigeonhole into that. It's like you got to prove yourself, and it's like how many times do you got to keep proving that the product is good. So that's probably got to be frustrating for them. But I think that as long as they kind of stick to that, I think they found their groove. It's like very simple kind of stuff, like
Absolutely.
the Golden Age Batman stuff,
So good.
Batman the animated series. I think they really excel at that stuff.
Yeah. And I
I'm
think
hoping for more. Like just I want a penguin so bad.
Yeah,
I need
You
a
might get
penguin.
him. You might get him with
Well, now
the
that we got
latest
that new body buck coming out, so
for
that's
the
good.
gangster. Yeah.
Yeah, for that one gangster. So
hmm
why didn't you
Mhm.
ask what's it called, Venus Toys to do one too? The one who sent you the drifter and all that.
hmm
I did ask them.
Did they say anything?
I mean, they're planning on all kinds of figures. So
Okay, nice.
So I
No,
know
yeah,
one figure that they announced was this one here for tomorrow, the Splinter,
yeah,
which
yeah,
which might be the precursor to Dippo. So now that I'm
yeah.
getting
It
into
looks
all
like.
hazard squad. So I mean, are we gonna get a third vehicle page?
I'm
I
excited to see like what
accessories.
accessories he's
Yeah,
going to come with.
probably
Yeah,
easy. Yeah.
because I think he's a smaller stature kind of figure. I think they really will
Mhm.
stack those accessories.
What
Yeah,
other?
like
Oh, go ahead,
right.
Dimitri.
I would say like something like wood for like that kind of size. I feel like, but even smaller
Yeah.
possibly. And I feel like this one is definitely a ripe thing to get when you have it has an accessory with all four turtles as like they're really small, like before they mutated. That was like a must.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
good. Baby turtles.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
I threw like so I do the main posts and everything, right? And there's a reason for it. Like you put up the main post, you don't have a bunch of spam, right?
Hmm.
But then the whole point is to get everybody in there to talk, right?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
everybody has these separate posts and conversations, nobody's really talking, right? And so you get people in there, and one of the things I was talking about was like, well, what do you do with this figure that doesn't look like what we talked about earlier with offering the same thing that NECA did, that you do that
Hmm.
separates you? And then the second question I asked was, is that so this is a smaller figure, right? And a lot of people couldn't think of accessories to come with him, right?
Mhm.
So I was like, do you guys have ideas of like what would be a fair price point, or do you think this will be a lower price point because of everything that's happening now, but then also because this is going to be probably a smaller sized offering, you know?
Mhm.
That would be amazing if it was a cheaper figure.
Uh,
Come on.
does anybody remember how much Woodford was?
Like 115
He
or
was the
110.
Yeah, he was the same price.
He
But
was a
When
I
standard.
also get that with Woodford because it was all new tooling,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
and he
very
came with a bunch of accessories, as I
two
recall.
sets of clothing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
thing I always say with Mezco is that I don't mind if it's a premium price or the same price as other figures as long as the offering is there and that
Mhm.
like it's everything. That's why for me I wasn't gonna pick up a Red Hook because I was like the price point, exclusive, and the accessories weren't there for me.
I mean, that posing is like awesome, but yeah, it's like,
Everybody said he couldn't pose. Everybody
yep.
said that he's man. I just so that figure, like I had messed with him probably for like 2 years before that, before it even came out, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so everybody was like, "This figure's gonna be small. He's not gonna do." And so I remember at San Diego, I took a picture of him standing up, and I don't know if people just kind of like glazed over it or not. But then somebody was saying, "Oh, he's gonna be way too small." And then I did like, yeah, and then I did pictures of him size comparison. Everybody's like, "Oh, wow, he's a lot bigger." And so I'm wondering about Splinter with that too. Is this going to be
He could probably.
scaled to the turtles, or is it going to be smaller?
I
Right.
think it would still be a little bit smaller, but just not. I mean, just by a little bit, not by much. But
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too, is that Woodford is their own IP, John. Too. That's the thing in that this is Nickelodeon that still owns TMNT, so that's also come into fact with the actual price point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I do
But,
like Rob's idea though. Like
Yeah,
if I think a nice break would be good. Like if they, I think for them it's a win if it's a smaller size, package. Not a lot of
oh
accessories,
yeah,
but then also the price point. I think that
yeah.
really helps. Like because tomorrow if you log in and you see that this is, I'm not saying it is right, but if it was like
yeah,
$95,
Oh my
I'm
God, yeah.
I know everybody would be like, whoa.
People would
Even
buy
if the
two.
offer,
yeah.
yeah,
You
even
just
if the
Yeah.
offering didn't have much, like you had a
yeah.
NECA kind of like loadout, I think people would
Hmm.
be like, wow, this is nice because I get breathing room, you know?
Yeah.
Are the tariffs, is that still a thing? 'Cause I saw some people asking about that or questions around the as far as like if tariff charges stuff like that are going to be on there. I don't know. I don't know if it ever affected Mesco, but I know some other companies. I think even Mondo. I think they had put some tariff surcharges on their pre-orders and stuff like that. But
They had a
hmm,
handling fee that they were applying.
was it
I was,
handling?
yeah, and I was so I mean I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow on the show too, but
Okay.
they were applying a handling fee and it was like $9, $10
Hmm.
for under, it was included, like it would do taxes and stuff like that. It would have a
Yeah,
handling fee on it. And then so I was going through my stuff and I noticed they're gone.
Yeah, I think some people had mentioned that. So
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
so even on like future projected ones or ones that are just coming out like Samurai Jack and everything like that, they wipe that. But I don't know. I have to like look at my PDF stuff, but I don't know if they just took that and they slipped it in under the
the
shipping.
pricing and all
the
that. Yeah,
pricing.
The
Yeah.
shipping. I don't know if they included that because like shipping used to be like what? I don't know, like
like 15. I feel
15,
like. Yeah,
yeah, 15, 20. Now stuff is like 22 to $30 depending on the
yeah.
size.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Also,
Oh,
are
go ahead,
those
Chris.
is that the shredder body in the background, like, or do those look like Foot Clan?
these look different.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're wondering about that in one of the chats. I think the turtle chat we're talking about that. Is that the foot or is that the shredder or what is that?
Possibly just kit bash both of them because that
Probably, yeah.
black part on the left side, like the little what is it? The like not
This
poncho, but like that
right
scarf
here.
thing looks
Mhm.
like the one that was on the Foot Clan they showed off.
Yeah.
I have a picture I think that's like where he's standing up,
Hey, what's up, Chewy?
So
but these that's not the outfits that these are in that are laying on the ground. Those That's not what was
It's not
on
shredder.
display. That
Yeah.
were that shredder in the corner right here in that left hand corner.
on the left corner, yeah.
Yeah, but these other ones, like
Yeah.
the feet, that's not Shredder's feet. The feet were
Yeah.
like different. So
Regarding
maybe
on
that's a tease. Maybe that's a tease.
yeah.
Might be.
Regarding on pricing too, I feel like the other thing is not just this isn't just collectors. I feel like this is overall for hobbyists going everywhere. Is that we've become a bit more frugal in the world when it comes to all of it because reality is that everything's going expensive. Like I mean, like I just bought Resident Evil, or my girl bought me Resident Evil 9. That was $70, and I'm like, is it really worth $70? Especially since if you look at most stuff when it comes to everything, a lot of companies have been charging more, giving us less, and the quality's less. And I feel like everyone's kind of applied that to everywhere where companies now do kind of have to sell us on stuff where it's like, well, is it going to be a worthwhile product for the now expensive more price? Because I think, what was it? All the Batman stuff back then used to be $85. And that's not the case anymore. That's like a sell price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Like that was another segment I was gonna do for tomorrow. But one of the things I was gonna bring up was is I wouldn't mind if companies kind of scale back a little bit because you're not only giving your customers some time to like breathe,
Yeah.
financially. I mean, guy, if you collect Joes, geez, let alone Joes and another line,
Oh, oh,
like if you like Joes and let's say you're really into Legends and maybe
Oh my
part-time
gosh.
Expo collector, it's like that's a lot. And so
Yeah.
having a company kind of like scale back, the customers are still going to be there, but it's almost like you're going to be pricing your customers out just by volume. And
Well, I know
so
you said, right, like that Mezco's already had a ton of releases this year compared to
they,
last year.
yeah,
And they
that's
hit really quickly too.
yeah. So like the stat is that we're only 3 months in, and the total for last year is already at the halfway point.
Oof.
Yeah, and that's
I
like
mean, we got
that's a
Joker
lot.
already.
Yeah, I haven't updated the new stuff. Like I haven't put Samurai Jack and Joker on there, and then there was like two other ones. So it's gonna be like a banner year. But you gotta like I hope that companies kind of see through sales or something like that they scale back. But then also like we just talked about in the beginning of the show, you don't have time.
Yeah.
You don't even have time to figure out if you really like a figure because you
Mhm.
Yeah,
have other boxes. And so like you know how people are like this sucks, this blows or something like that. Like you don't know because you haven't even given it a chance. You haven't spent any
exactly. Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So scaling back wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, it's financially better for everyone, not for the company probably, but financially better for collectors because
Hmm.
and then those collectors also have time to actually figure out if they like something or not.
Right.
Because the thing is, not even you're competing with other companies, then people are like, well, how do I make my collection better? I gotta buy new cabinets. I gotta buy new lights. I gotta buy new, if I'm a photographer, I gotta buy new equipment. I gotta buy new lenses. All this stuff. Or if you like, I want to do more dio stuff. How do I make? I want to buy more dio stuff. It's like not everyone has the money to just throw at all that aspects of it. And the big thing is that if you look at everything company wise, is that when one company, especially the cheaper ones, they do throw a lot of stuff at us. So I feel like it's always been pick or choosy. For me personally, I'm someone who's like, if I'm gonna buy a figure now at pre-order price, why am I gonna do that? And is it worth it at that price? Or should I just wait later down the line? And
Mhm.
that's with every single line. Even if it's lines that I like and companies that I like, it's gonna be that because reality is some stuff is gonna be there, some stuff is not gonna be there.
I think it's dependent on the line too. Like you're like Mezco, even though you may be able to get on Amazon and find like a destro deal like you guys were talking about,
Hmm.
a majority of it, unless it's like group sales or something like that, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to have your Ross Con or your Ollie's kind of finds.
Yeah.
And so I think like for whatever line that you're collecting, it might be smart for you to kind of hold out and wait. I mean, I've seen some that Nick Fury was it Nick Fury and Punisher.
Oh yeah, yeah, the 2-pack.
I've had that in my cart for God ever since it came out, and I can see it. And you have all those tools now that show you the trending
Mhm.
prices and stuff.
Yeah.
But it went down probably like $15, and so like that might be the the swipe for somebody saying yeah I'll get it now, but I don't think that you can do that with Mezco because for one it's a higher price point, it's production, like they do the pre-orders and then they make a certain number. It's not like Hasbro, like they just say okay make whatever amount.
Yeah.
So I think it really depends on what line you're collecting and see if you can do deals.
Yeah, and it was probably easier back then because like I've gotten like before I knew what Mezco was back in 2019, that was my first Mezco when I first got introduced and bought a figure from them. And it was so much easier to get stuff on sale. Like I got the what was it, the Clown Prince of Crime figure Joker for like
Mhm.
$50 on sale on Amazon. I
Oh
got
wow.
like Jason for 60 on Amazon. And it's like those were all figures that were now are just expensively overpriced. And it's because I think collectors are now going down the route of what is the premium figure lines.
Yeah, and they don't make a lot. Like
Mhm.
if you ever want a good laugh, babe, if you ever want a good laugh, like look at like 5 points figures and look like the Adams family. When those first came out, they were like 25 for a 2-pack. Now if you try to get it, it's almost like you're trying to find the Batman the Animated Series like jailbreak thing.
Yeah.
It's like $800 or whatever. I don't know what it is with 5 points. Like 5 points for some reason, like if you go on and of course it's them asking for it, but 5 points they just shoot up for some reason. And I think it's because they don't make a lot and then they come out and people see that they're decent, just like anything. When you when you limit the production run for something, there's not a lot out there, and that's what makes it more desirable, right? Because you're looking for something that's like there's not a lot of.
Yeah, for example, like the entire complete set is $80 on Mezco out of stock. Just for 2 of them is $80 on eBay.
Yeah, like I think it's like a lurch, and I was like, I'm not paying the $80 for a lurch. But yeah, it was $25 when it first came out, something like that.
It's like
I think.
Vapor.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Vapor's prices are crazy right now, and I know I've heard lots of people say when they were coming out, people got tired of them.
Yeah.
Right?
That's so
By the-
But that was same with Punisher. Then there was a huge dry spell, and now Punisher's back, and everyone's excited.
People said that about Punisher too. They're like, "Oh, another
Yep.
Punisher, another Wolverine figure." That's what I was saying. Like, it's really funny. Like, I always talk about like you're like people are in the now, like because you're here and you're experiencing it. And people are like, "I don't like that figure. It sucks. It's not going to be good." And then by next year, like let's say a figure came out that complements that figure. Now everybody wants it.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
or Kai Lai's put out a suit,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and now everybody wants that figure now. It's like you gotta. I understand it may not appeal to you now. It doesn't mean that the figure sucks. It just means like right now it's just not interesting to you.
Do you think, in your opinion, Mezco should space those out a bit more? Because, for example, we got like what 3 Gomez's last year in the span of like a few months. We're in the same month as well. Do you think they should space those out a bit further to give a little bit more breathing room, so collectors can like, well, I didn't get a Mezco last year, I can get one this year though.
I think it like depends because the year prior, uh, the year prior to that, they only put out 2 Gomez figures, and one was the Void Cadet in the suit, the Vortex suit, and the other one was the in-person exclusive, which was the Void Cadet. So technically, it was only one, right? So I think it depends on like what the time span is for those.
What was the gap between the white suited Doc Knock and the Christmas goat Doc Knock, and then the the newest one, the Red Death one?
Yeah, see, that's like back to back to back to back. It's like
That's what it seems. Yeah.
it's
That's a lot of Doc Knocks.
yeah, it's October, November, December, and then January.
January.
And
Yeah.
then you had the Dark Shadow edition,
Yeah.
and you
That's
gave them a second opportunity to like you had it at the con, but then you did it online.
Mhm.
But you had Yeti, and you had the red one, and you had Red Death. So
Krampus.
that's a lot.
Krampus, yeah.
Yeah.
And they weren't individuals. Like, 2 of those sets were 2 packs,
packs.
so they were a bit expensive.
Yeah.
And I mean, the reality is, a lot of people did want probably either Krampus or Yeti. They didn't want to buy another Knock Knock, though, I feel like.
Yeah, for me, I think it depends. I think the Christmas Doc Knock, I mean, that was for me. That's I think Chris, we talked about it like around the time when it came out. You're like, yeah, I'm going to use it once a year. So it's like I can see that because it's like he's just gonna be kind of stored away. But then when Christmas comes, you have something to use. So it's like,
Yeah, I love that Doc Knock. I totally
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite figures from last year.
Yeah.
And he came with Krampus, which was amazing.
Yeah, the Krampus, like that's universal. So I mean, it comes with another Doc Knock. Like I'm not gonna be mad at it. But yeah, I can see where the fatigue can come in. It's like, oh man, I just bought this, now I gotta get another one, and this and this and this. It's like it can kind of, steamroll and kind of, like snowball effect. But I mean, like here we got Punisher, which I've never really been a big Punisher fan because I see him so much, different versions. It's like I'm gonna have to get this when it comes out because I mean I think this is more of the classic 70s comic version or 60s, I guess, comic version of the Punisher with the big skull on his chest and like the suit. But I
Is
think
that Jim Lee? Is this the Jim Lee, you think?
Jim Lee,
Maybe.
was it probably?
I don't know. I'm taking a shot at him. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know if
Yeah,
it was like,
KT here.
Yeah. KT would know. He would know.
Well, aren't they currently doing sort of like the retro Marvel stuff? And so I just assumed, I guessed like maybe this is in that line. It's kind of maybe the blue suit, kind of older.
The white boots.
Yeah. I want
white boots,
I
yeah.
need the white boots.
He might be black suit though, or
I'm hoping. I really don't.
I would think black suit would be the one.
Yeah,
But
but the thing is,
Yeah.
you're gonna be
I
able to
wouldn't mind
make
the boots though.
variants. You're gonna be able to make variants of this. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna have MDX, and
Yeah.
I mean they're not gonna just. I don't think that they would just do one version of this
Yeah.
and just.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could do a con. Yeah, you can do a con exclusive for like a blue suited version. So
Warzone with the jacket.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like that
bandana.
really bulky vest. Yeah.
Little bandana.
Yeah, I said this last week, but again, like this is one of those figures, that came out before I started collecting, before a lot of people collecting.
Yeah.
So to have the opportunity to get it again is really exciting. So I'm glad they.
I paid $300 for the original, dude. I honestly like for usually.
You know
I would
what?
be
That's a
upset.
kick-ass figure still.
No, that's what I say.
It is.
Usually I'd
It
be
is, yeah.
upset,
Yeah.
but the figure was so good. I'm like, it's $300 well spent. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Same
still
with
my
Doom.
favorite Mezco to date.
And Doom, I mean, just like you said earlier, Paige, about Mezco doing these re-releases, which they normally haven't done in the past, but now they're doing it. It's like that's awesome. But I do feel good because I didn't overpay for the Doom that I got. It was actually a fellow toy photographer collector buddy.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, because I was looking at them because he was going crazy. I mean, as soon as they announced Robert Downey Jr. for the film, he shot up to like 400 or 500 everywhere. It's like I can't pay that, and it's like I kept kind of just like, you know what, I kept hearing other people or people holding out hope that they're going to re-release it, or I'll just find a good deal on it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I did, and I think I maybe overpaid by $5 on the re-release. So yeah, I mean, you have to be lucky on that. I think Chris, you had mentioned like you had saw one the week before for like 300 or something like that, or 400.
I was literally eyeballing him like the week before they did the re-release. But luckily, and I thought this was really cool too. I had him waitlisted, and so because I had him waitlisted, the price changed for me, and they honored that price. So that's cool. Because there was.
I was gonna say you got grandfathered, right? You got grandfathered in.
Yeah, grandfathered in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this last week, but there was a little bit of a price hike, right? Like I think it was like 150 to 180 or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, better than paying like 500 though.
Better than yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like people were like talking about, oh, this is a price increase, but like you said, there were people that were paying like 300 or 400.
Yeah.
And so and like for me, that just starts like getting my brain to work. It's like, well, you're not trying to like defend them or anything, but like you're giving a company flack about it, but people in your own community are charging you double.
Charging, yep, scalping.
So I don't. Yeah, I'm like, but there's no flack for that. It's like
it's very true. Also, like this is die-cast, correct?
Yes.
It sure is.
He is heavy. He is
change over time. With this came out more than a year ago originally, I think.
Oh yeah, this is a while ago.
Yeah. Like 3 years ago. Yeah.
When we're at like San Diego and they were doing, like you said, the Doom thing when they announced Downey, and then I think that was around the time like Fantastic Four, because like I think they were doing the movie there. I can't tell you how many people came to the booth and were like, do you guys have Dr. Doom, or can you buy the Dr. Doom you have on there? Somebody wanted to buy the Fantastic Four set too that was on display. And we're like, well, not all the pieces are there. I don't care. They wanted it.
It's like FOMO.
It is, but it's good because they heard, like, they saw people. I think that's probably what made them reconsider doing this reissue and some of the other ones. I think it's a feeling out process for them right now. Like, I think they're looking at certain ones and going, okay, let's see if people are interested in this, or people. And that might spawn something else. Maybe they can look at that and say, okay, the sales kind of boosted. It's a little bit better. There's interest. Maybe we can continue with the line. So I don't think these reissues are bad.
Oh, no, not at all.
If you don't mind me asking, Paige, does licensing cause an issue with that at all? Or is it just because the figure's already been made, they can still re-release stuff?
Oh, that that's something way out of, I wouldn't even know.
Okay, because I was just asking because I was wondering, like, does license come into an issue? Does Marvel still get a cut since it's a re-release, something like that? Because I could imagine that that's probably another reason why Mezco didn't want to do it, possibly.
Yeah, that I would not know. Yeah,
man, I know they announced Downey, and then he was still $150 on Amazon, and I bought him the next day because I was like, this is gonna jump up.
Yeah, you had the foresight. You were like, yes.
Yep.
Honestly,
I'm okay.
Playing off what you were saying earlier, Paige, what kind of swayed me on the Doom was actually the Hulk. I kept telling myself I'm not going to get any Marvel Mezco. I don't want to get into that whole. And then the Hulk came out, and it was like I have to get the Hulk. And then the leader came out, and I was like, all right, I got to go back get Doom, especially since this was a Mythic Legion Mezco crossover. That's like a special.
Yeah, that's a special thing.
Yeah, it's a cool little nod. It's like a collab, and then if you're in both of those kind of like communities, you kind of know, and it just makes it extra special.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've heard Cornboy say that he loves Mezco, but he said that this was like one of his favorite projects that he worked. I think I read it on there something.
That's awesome.
But it is. It's cool. It's a good figure, man. And I'm glad that they brought it back for people to be able to get it, because people were getting just raked over the coals for this figure, and I don't like seeing that. Unless you trashed it and you like, and
Right.
you're like, yeah, I
This
don't
looks
have
like
any
crap.
sympathy for. Yeah, I don't have any
Yeah.
sympathy. But like guys that were like, they weren't collecting at the time, or their wife was delivering the baby and they were trying to like hit buy and it sold out or whatever. That I get, but
Yeah.
Actually,
It's
if you don't
just
mind
so
going
cool.
up real quick, John.
Which one?
Since I'll go up real quick to the new release coming out, the new what is it? The new the left and left side Gomez. Since we're
Yeah.
getting a bunch of 80s stuff, toy page, do you ever, especially since back then we got a bunch of samurai stuff, especially for Gomez and
Yeah.
Wolverine with the Ronin Wolverine. Do you think they'll ever do cowboys for like a cowboy Gomez with a horse?
That would be cool. I know they've
Yeah.
heard. I know they've heard about it. When we were at the booth, like people will come up and they like pitch like ideas or say, "Hey, are you gonna do this?" And Cowboy Gomez was one that I heard a lot of people come up and ask about. So I mean, at least it's in their ear, As far
Yeah.
as like doing it, I don't know. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be cool. I think
Plus,
it'd
it
be cool
kind
if
of
they
fit in with
went. Huh? I'm sorry.
it would kind of fit in with Vaporoni a little bit too.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, like, and they see
Better.
that. I mean, you can't say that they don't see that stuff because they've highlighted some of the artists.
yeah.
So in doing that, they're looking. I'm pretty sure that they've seen that stuff and be wow, and seen their positive, like the positive like comments and stuff about it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, because I know what is it? Savage right now is doing a collab with Fish Toys for their horse for that dealer. And if
mhm.
like Mezco ever wanted possibly another company to do the horse while they focus just on the figure, that could be
Yeah,
an idea.
you know what I think it would be cool if they did a Cowboy Gomez and they did their own horse
I would think so too. Yeah.
That would be
because
nice. Yeah.
because you're owning it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is our project and this is our project. We design this, we develop it, and they look pretty good. So sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
No, you're good.
They always have interesting animals anyway.
Yeah.
I like the red jacket better than the first jacket.
Mhm.
I think the color scheme on this one is definitely more
That's
interesting.
a really fun shaft nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is like the turtleneck and everything too. Like I don't. Yeah, I don't. Well, how do you guys feel about variants or redresses, whatever you want to call them, redecos? How do you
Well,
guys
I
feel?
need a Vaporoni still, so if they wanted to put out a blue one or something, I'd be okay with it. It's fun.
Go ahead, Rob.
I mean, it's just one of those things where if you didn't get the figure the first time,
Yeah.
I think that's a great way to put out more Rumble figures.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't get this first one and like the look of this one better. I own 3 Nosferatus, and if they come out with another colorway, I'll probably buy another one. So
Yeah.
And also, like, the opposite, I guess, to that is if you don't like it and you pass on it, we were talking about breathing room earlier, right? It just kind of gives you breathing room, between figures. Like when Thundercats came out, like you remember in the chat, I was like, Chris is marked safe from Mezco, right? Because I just knew, all right, cool, this isn't something that's for me, and so I'll have some months where I'm not spending a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I mean, to go into Rob was saying, I mean, for me with the Rumbler, it's like I got Death Adder separately from somebody else that was selling him, but I was like, yeah, the Rumbler, like I'm not too all black and everything. Well, I already got the ramen van. It's like I already have the other vehicle for the Cobra Trooper. I'm just like, I think I'm good. And then of course they come out with the Tan Rumbler with the Hazard Gomez. I'm like, okay, I'm in. It was like,
Yeah.
because I really did like all the accessories. I just didn't like the look of it. So it being a variant and being like kind of a tan color that really would kind of work well with more. I think because I think the Rumbler, I don't think it would work well with Joe's. Maybe some of them, but I think the tan version I think goes along with a lot of the other characters. Even if you want to do classifieds, but yeah, I think variants are fine. I mean, I think some people, yeah, they do have a negative idea around them just because like, oh, it's the same thing, just because it has a different jacket or this or that. But it's like some people may have passed on that original version. Now they like this version a little bit better. So it's like, yes, I mean, it's like give people more opportunities to get the figures.
Or the accessories are different. Like Nosferatu, the
That
first
too.
release, the accessories in the second release were very different. The dogs.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
the first one was the rats, second one was dogs.
Yeah. Well, the first
Yes,
one had the
yeah.
coffin, and then the second one had
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dogs. So.
Or
For me,
for
it's
the shadow though. Oh, go ahead, Dimitri.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say for the shadow though, Chris. I mean, I don't have that radio though. But
I love the radio. It
That is
lasted
a bummer.
I was like, let me make sure to include this little radio here for John.
Regarding the variants, though, since you guys are all positive, I'll be negative about it. I'm joking now. I'm joking. I actually like the variant system. I just feel like you were talking about breathing room. I think how John said the van, how that was months between releases. I think that would be better rather than
Yeah.
month. That's why I think people got upset with Wolverine and Punisher because those were like back to back to back. And then the one you really wanted was the Spec Ops one from SDCC, which sold out so quickly. Because I was there at the booth, like, do you guys still have one? They're like, we sold out like the same day we went there. I was like, God damn it. I was like, and I asked, I was like, can I buy the one that's on display?
Yeah.
And that's the thing for me is that, like, yes, it's nice, but I think the big thing is no matter what, you're gonna as a company, you're gonna have diehard fans who are always gonna buy whatever you're gonna put out there, and who only collect Mezco or primarily Mezco. The big thing is, in my eyes, is how are you gonna get other people who don't collect Mezco on board? Because if those people who are already collecting are always going to be there, it's just how you're going to build more profit off of that. And I think releasing too many in a quick succession can easily cause burnout from everyone. And it's like, I'm going to back off from that company. And when I see it from like even companies, I'm talking to like Skull Toys or UPF and all that. I see people like about this or about this, and it's like, guys, we just got an announcement last month. We don't need another pre-order this month. The reality is even though I collect and work with them, the reality is can everyone buy a figure one every single month? No, they're $100+. You can't really do that. And is it really going to be worth to buy a figure now just for it to get delayed another year? Like, let them build their stuff up, get it ready. They can announce it, not for pre-order, get feedback, change it if needed, and then put it up for later.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think if people feel like they honestly have a chance, I think you, whether it be financial or whether it be you just weren't able to get it, like maybe
Yeah.
it was open for a while, but at
Mhm.
least if there's a chance, I think that kind of helps. If something sells out, like you said, like if you have these variants that are stack loaded and it's only 5 or 10 minutes you have to get it, you're not only getting burnt out on the fact that you could possibly have to spend the money for that, but you may miss out. And some people, I mean, you've seen it. Somebody misses, somebody will miss one release and they'll say, I'm done. I'm selling all of my figures. I'm getting out of Mezco. Or I'm getting out of this company because they missed that one,
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
not to whatever, but the Crab Louis Decapods day, that was a lot. Like three
Yeah.
releases in a row.
Yeah, wasn't it Decapods, Crab Louie, and what was the other one?
It was it was the Shadow Doc Knock
Oh
day.
yeah,
Yeah,
Shadow
Shadow
Knock.
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and
then they
those
did
weren't
it
cheap.
again on 112 day. Like you
Oh
get
yeah,
them
yeah.
three.
Yeah.
It was like three. So
Yeah, because like for me, I would have definitely gotten Decapods, but that sold out quickly. But the thing for me is that, like you said, like it's so much at one time. I'm not someone who's a collector to collect everything in one line. I pick and choose, and even then, I'm like, this is a lot. And
yeah,
sometimes the biggest thing too is like it's FOMO now, but will it go down possibly later in the future? And you're just gonna wait. I will get it down the line later. Because there's times where like I told Rob I just really just got the what is it called, that third party Rorschach figure, and that was off a trade. I'm like, I'd rather have waited this amount of years, but getting that off a trade than paying. I think it was 130 at the time, and it was like, this is definitely not one. This was like 130 back when Mezco was 85. So like, is it really worth 130 at that time than a trade now?
Yeah.
Well, it's like 300 now. So
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I overpaid for that Ronin Wolverine, but I love that figure. So
yeah.
I say, like, I saw somebody say, and I've seen people say this before too. Like they said the Nightwing exclusive, the blue one came out, was announced way earlier, and then the red one came out. I don't know if people will accept the answer, or if or they're open to it, or have thought about it. But a lot of times, like that blue one, that was a production run, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the red one, that was a smaller production run, but it was for a con. It was an exclusive. So that's the reason why that one came out for the other one. They've done that before, and I think a lot of people think if something goes up for pre-order, it's supposed to come out first. Like I have people messaging me about the Joker and the Batman thing. They said, "Didn't this one come out first?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. Like if you have complications with whatever the offering is, right? Like let's say you were doing the tailoring on the jacket and you ran into a snag with the factory,
Yeah.
or vice versa, and one comes out before the other one. Do you stop the whole line just to keep the continuity of the order of the line? You would be backflowed, like, because there's some figures that have taken how long, like 8 or 9 months to come out. You would stop all those figures just to make sure that Doc Savage came out because he came up first. They don't follow that. It's whatever figure's ready, that's what they're going to put out. And then some of these other ones, like those exclusives and stuff like that, they're smaller production runs, and so those figures are going to come out before the regular release. So I don't know if people are aware of that, and it's not just Mezco, it's other companies too. Like I've heard plenty of other guys talk about that too.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah.
What figure would you want to see them re-release though, Paige?
I don't know. I kind of like the fact that like some of them are limited.
Yeah,
it's not that I don't want people to have them. I like the fact that there's some of them that are out there where, you know what I mean? Like, I like the fact that there's the Asia Gold exclusive, the white and the black ninjas. I like the fact that they're limited, or the other ones, like Judge Dredd or Punisher.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I would want them to like redo. I don't know. What would you guys like them to do?
Space Ghost. I want a Space Ghost.
Yeah.
Space Ghost. Oh, he was like one of the originals too, wasn't he? Like one of the first runs.
Yeah, he's an old.
That figure still holds up, man. I was gonna do a Macro Monday on him, and I took him out, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do. He's white and not being racist. I was just saying, like like hands and stuff. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then it's been a while since I opened him up, and I took him out, and I'm like, and I just started messing with him. I was like, wow, this body is really good. So that would be one, yeah.
I sold that
Street
Street
Gomez?
Gomez back then.
Which one's the Street Gomez?
I was the second Gomez after an STCC exclusive.
Yeah, like the shirt, like the he had like a brown, kind of like jacket.
Yeah,
what's the name of the Gomez?
I think a new Lone Roach would be awesome.
Yeah.
Like if you did a new colorway on that, and also, Samurai Jack's coming out, so it'd be cool to have more samurai figures. And then, I'll say Vaporoni again. So for like the 8th time tonight, but I just want that figure so bad.
I feel like it's
honestly, any vapor though.
Yeah.
Like, because I wasn't collecting when those came out, and they're so expensive now.
Yeah.
And it's just tough. because they're so expressive, and you've got there's the new Hood's figure that's coming out also.
Yeah.
So it would
Leatherman,
so it would complement that figure also.
See, for me, I feel like re-releases are a bit tricky. Where I feel like I'd much rather have just a slightly different figure, like you said, it's just a whole new like color wave rather than a re-release.
Yeah.
Unless like it's because for
That's
me it's
fine.
the thing of but for me it's the thing of like, would you want, let's say, an old Punisher on that old buck, or a re-release
Yeah.
version on a different body, on a newer body, new accessories, and just slightly change? Like maybe it's the same design but on a newer body.
Yeah, or they updated something I always wonder like that MDX Joker that was really popular back in the day. It
Oh
was
yeah, I
really
wanted
popular.
that so bad.
Yeah, so that's where the whole like you just said the reissue thing. If they were to they did it with Freddy and Gambit and until those come out, we don't know if there's something different with the packaging or maybe there's a different colorway because like Popeye uh when they did the re-release it was different.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It had some grit and grime on stuff. There was some like color shading differences and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So we don't know if these other figures that are going to come out are going to be like that too, like different packaging or different, stuff. And so I always wonder, like, if you like a reissue, are you saying that you just want that figure and you're okay from that time period, or do you want them to kind of like re-up it? Because
Yeah.
there's figures like that Joker. I think if they would have just slapped if you did the Joker again, would you be okay with a reissue? Or if they said, "Hey, we swapped out the arms and did some engineering thing, and we're gonna redo it," would that make
Yeah.
it more attractive?
It's like Revolt Tech, how they do the base figure, then they do a 2.0 later, which is the updated version. It's still Deadpool, but it's a 2.0 with better articulation,
Mhm.
better hiding the joints and all that, and more accessories. Like I'm fine with that, because I think that just adds more lure to the figure. And it's like if you had the original one, you still have it. It's not the thing of like the entitlement of I have this before you or you don't have it. I think it's a thing of if we're at this point in time where figures can be made, like I would love a seamless body of Harley Quinn. I would love that because I
Okay.
love the OG Harley, but that figure is so limited, and I'm so scared of breaking those joints.
Yeah, they could do all of those, like Catwoman,
Yep.
Harley.
Mhm.
I know they had Hella. I don't know if they redo that one, but like just some of the other ones too. Like even the PX Harley. They
Oh
could
yeah,
just
yeah.
Wonder Woman. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
geez.
Oh, we could really use a new Wonder Woman.
100%.
Yeah.
Especially since that
Yeah.
last one was so good. I just love the armor swapping and all that, and how it looked. I just think what killed it for me, like I said, because it was a double, single joints. Because I really
Mhm.
want to get dynamic posing, which I understand for some people. It's like, well, you can get other stuff, but I feel like Mezco's Wonder Woman is just so good. It was just overall an amazing figure.
Pulls up Vaporoni.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just
we're
saying,
rubbing
like,
it in.
well, I mean,
You get
you can join the wait list. I mean,
I
yeah.
joined the wait list.
Do you think though, Paige, they'll do re-releases of exclusive? Because I feel like it's a bit on a touchier subject since they are exclusive. I feel like an updated version of variant would be more suited for an
That's fine.
exclusive.
I'll take an orange one or whatever.
Mm.
This
Oh
one,
yeah,
like this one, caught so much flack. Like I don't know. I'm not trying to
he's
sound like I'm
awesome though.
smart, but like all when all these are coming out, everybody. I remember somebody played the race card with this figure. I
So
remember.
weird. That's so
Yeah,
weird.
you saw it. You remember it, Rob? Like it was
Yeah.
Oh
just
my gosh.
It's,
they did that. They said, "Oh no, another vapor." And so I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to say. Yeah, it would be cool to redo. Or I will say that now that they're doing it, I think it is opening up the door, and
Yeah.
I think it would be a good move on their part if they looked at something like this and said, "Okay, let's do a small run just to see what happens."
yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Go back there to the left, Sean,
Oh,
We're
okay.
looking
where
at
we
those
saw like
skull
the
guys.
skull guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
wait, I was just saying, I was like, I've never seen those before.
I just wanted to look at their outfits to see if we saw those outfits.
Which
I
ones?
just think I
Keep going
think
back.
I
Going
think a
back.
new vapor would sell out
Right there.
immediately.
Right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have we seen those outfits?
I don't think so, because
They're
those look
coming.
like they're
They're coming.
checkered.
Or characters
almost
like that.
but like different.
I love their sort of like Victorian, any
Yeah.
sort of Victorian
Yeah.
characters
Yeah.
that
That's why
Mezco
they're
puts
that
out.
flat. Yeah.
there's nothing else like the Gaslight Joker and Batman are awesome. Uh, I know there's the Solomon Kane is almost in that period. Like anything like that is so Mezco to me, and no one else puts out those figures. No one
Yeah.
else puts out anything like that.
Papers.
Nosferatu, God, I mean, I bought Nosferatu 3 times. So
I think that's the thing, though. I feel like a lot of companies kind of chase the same similar things that we don't get a lot of cowboy stuff. We don't get a lot of Victorian stuff. And I feel like the biggest reason is because they don't think it sells well, but they also are doing the same stuff everyone else does. That's why we see so many as well Conan stuff, I feel like.
Yeah, I love barbarians, but man, there's a lot of barbarians in the market right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
The,
I would say it's a shot in the dark. Like when you think like, because I've seen projects and how long it takes them actually to put those things out. Like
Yeah.
there's stuff that's coming out now that I saw when I first started, doing stuff with them, right? And so that's like 3 or 4 years. But I always use the Gomez example as like if you went into a meeting and you pitched, hey, we're gonna put a roach in a suit,
Right.
and it's like what? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do this roach. He's a spy. He's gonna have all these gadgets, but he's a roach in a suit. And you're pitching that idea, and it's like, what? Nah, it's not gonna work, And so
Yeah.
that's why I think that they're dealing with some of this stuff. They're like, okay, these are the ideas we have, and we might think it's cool, but how
Yeah.
is it gonna land outside of that?
Right.
Like because some of these characters are like, they're uniquely special, but you don't know if that's gonna go over.
Right. That's why
So
I love Rumble Society because it can be so whimsical.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
It
Uh.
takes the liberties you count other lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the idea though. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have this graffiti artist. He's gonna be blue,
Yeah.
and we're gonna he spray
A,
can.
a frog butler. Like it's the same sort of thing. It's
Yeah,
like, man, that
what?
that figure rules so hard.
Yeah, but if you pitch that to anybody else, like outside
Oh, I
Michael
know.
Tory, it would be like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? No, there's no way
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
gonna work. And it's like, and that's the gambit with all of it. It's like you have these ideas and you don't know, and you're doing this for 2 or 3 years. It's like a record guy,
Yep.
musicians creating a record and they put it out and they're like, is this gonna work? And
Mhm.
so, you gotta kind of think. One thing I would say, like with them for releases, and this is just something for me, and I don't know if you guys agree with this, but if they are doing uh reissues or re-releases or revamps or whatever you want to call it, I think it would help their customer base if they, I don't know, did some kind of hint or said, hey, there's a possibility this is going to come back, especially with popular
Mhm.
ones.
Yeah.
I think that would reduce the amount of people that you have in the collecting community that would buy aftermarket because you're sitting there going, I'm never going to get Doom again. I'm going to have to
Right.
pay aftermarket. And then I don't know how people feel about it coming out now, even,
After
the
paying
price.
all that. Yeah.
Well,
Or
Well,
people
Mezco,
they
that
used to
bought it.
do polls, right?
Yeah.
They used
I
to
was
do
gonna
polls for
say,
it.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
polls would be so good in the channel. 'Cause that's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
have. That's what I do a lot with
That'd be
the
cool.
LPZZ when I'm like, okay, what lines do you guys want next? What figures do
Yeah.
you want next? Iterations. I have to set up all those polls.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. To narrow down what like the community thinks would be the offering that they would really want to see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even if they said something like Vaporoni will be back.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
something like to
Yeah.
kind of like
Just one little post just saying that,
Yeah,
it's like
like Marvel does at the end of movies with the same
there,
font.
yeah. That's what it's like.
yeah, but you at least and don't do it unless you're really
Right.
thinking about doing it
Right.
because you're not
Yeah.
trying to tease people and they wait for 3 years and then all of a sudden they you're like just kidding. But it's like, but I think that would kind of like help out because
Mhm.
sometimes you don't know, and I don't know how people really feel about like some of the reissues. Are they mad that they spent aftermarket? So
I feel like though that has to be not on has to be on the person rather than the company because the
Yeah.
reality of it is that like for example right now there is I think it's the number 75 Mafex Spider-Man coming out. That's a
Mhm.
reissue from like probably like what 7-8 years now. And I spent I think 266 on that figure. And reality is I bought it a few years later, but they're reissuing it now. And I'm like, I'm not upset because the reality, I chose to spend that money. I don't have to. I didn't have to. I chose to. And Mafex usually does reissues, and I do know usually they have a lot of QC issues on the plastic.
Yeah.
I think one of our members, Brandon or Clone Trooper, he got one of the new Mafex Deadpools and broke out of the box, and that was like one of the biggest complaints. Was the plastic was so flimsy and broken that a lot of Deadpools broke out of the box, and it was double the price, or not double. I think it was up by another $10-15. So it's like I'm getting a worse product than the original. But the other thing too is that's not on the company that you spend extra money from someone else paying on eBay.
Yeah.
I mean, I paid $200 for Symphony of Horror Nosferatu, and then and then that black and white edition came out, but I was excited about buying another one just because I thought it was a cool offering with more stuff.
Yep.
I do have a question for you, Paige. Like, if you would like, not if they're gonna do it or if you think it'll be a good idea, mainly because I know, Rob, you have the third party. What is it? Gandalf and all that. How there's actual hair on it, synthetic hair. Since Mezco already kind of experimented with it on the Yetis, do you think for this Thundercats they might have actual hair on certain parts?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
don't think
wonder.
so. I don't
I
know.
wonder. I wouldn't want it, but
I wouldn't know it.
Yeah, with Lion-O, because it's such a like
Yeah, it's such a
stylized
big
looking.
beast.
Yeah, like you would never, because like especially with my Aragorn, I've got to like wet it every time I take photos because
Gotta
he's like,
comb it, gotta
yeah, he's
conditioner
like,
and everything.
he's frizzy. It gets frizzy or it gets messed up or whatever. When I take it out of the pack, I love that figure, but yeah, it takes some maintenance.
You and your daughter brushing the hair.
Yeah. I mean, that's something you wouldn't think about with figures. Like, it's like, nah, that's one.
You know what? That figure looks awesome when I take pictures
It
of
does.
him, though.
Yeah,
The thing is,
but
the thing
like,
is too is I think InArt did it perfectly where they have a set number that first pre-orders who would get it have a set number who have that with an extra sculpt that is this hard plastic hair.
Yeah.
So you can do an extra thing. I think that could be a possibility with other figures in the future.
Yeah, like a test A B kind of thing. You know, like to see if it, I think it would work with. Huh? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Paige. Go ahead, Paige.
I think it would work like sporadically with certain characters. Like if you like Yeti or Krampus. I think it works perfectly. And then like how we talked about like let's say they did do a Cowboy Gomez. I think if you did that with a horse's mane, like if you just kind of sparingly used it, I don't know if like people are ready for like a jump, like doing it with hair. You know, like actually, you know how some collectors are. They're all like, it's bad enough they have soft goods and they call them dolls. Can you imagine you put hair on them?
I know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a shock, you know.
I've got those 2 third-party Lord of the Rings figures though, and they're both great. They're both really great.
That would work. Like if Mezco did, like let's say Mezco did do Lord of the
Rings, yeah.
I think it works. I think if you sparingly did it with certain things, like a Mezco horse or something, or any of these beasts and stuff like
Gandalf,
that, done it. Yeah, so I think it would work.
Yeah, I think sparingly it can. I mean, I have a Wonder Woman from a Gal Gadot Wonder Woman Hot Toys that has the hair, and it's like, how is that not compared to a Barbie? When I have it displayed in there, people have to go in there and look like, okay, it's like, I mean, the Sea-Man is cool, this and that, but you have a
Hey man, some Barbies have actual diamonds on them that worth like 15 grand. So
that is true. That is true. Yeah, that is true. But I mean, yeah, it's like it's kind of hard to kind of draw that line. But
so not to cut anyone off, but we haven't announced.
I know. I was
gonna say we're almost 10 minutes over already. So.
Yep, I was about to say I have it pulled up here, so I wanted to kind of just share the little contest. Anyone still watching? So we started last year. I figured it was kind of a cool idea to have a tournament, pretty much a raffle, a weekly raffle, to win a free Mezco, and we call it the Mezco March Madness. So let me bring up the rules here, the preliminary rules, and we are going to have a post on our main page for Geeked Out Click that has everything broken down. Let me see here, but yes, so starting this week, we are going to have a theme. So each week we're going to have a theme for toy photography. So you have to include a Mezco figure in there, and based on the theme, has to match that theme. We do want to limit the use of AI because I know that's a big discussion in the community and stuff like that. I mean, just ultimately it's going to be judges discretion as far as like how we accept those entries. But pretty much all you have to do is invite Geeked Out Click as a collaborator, and make sure you tag us and make sure. Well, I mean that's automatically as a collaborator, but still. Make sure you follow the theme, include a Mezco figure, and your name will be entered into the raffle each week to go onto the wheel, which we will spin the next live show. So, we'll pick a winner, and then that winner will go into the final four. And then by March 31st, we'll have 4 entries in, and then we'll do a final spin. And out of those 4, they will get a free Mezco. And thankfully, we got the free shipping. Well, we got the shipping notice for the prize, which hopefully arrives by the end of end of the month. But it's going to be the new Doc Knock. So
nice.
So I think I have it here, Rob. But let me see if I can find it.
There also will be a corresponding hashtag, by the way, for each week that you have to use, so we know which theme you're going for.
Right, exactly, yes. Because the thing is also you cannot be allowed to re-enter one. If you make the final 4, then you can't re-enter. But you can still, still take shots and you can still participate. But you just won't be into the next week's themed wheel. I thought I had it here, Rob, but we are going to provide a. Well, we can show it off later. We may actually show it off when we have our next guest. He may not know it yet, but he's going to be on here. We're going to have a supplemental prize to go along with the grand prize winner, to go along with the figure. But yes, we are going to give away a free Red Death Doc Knock. So you have pretty much, you can enter. If you don't make it one week, then you can enter the next week, and then the week after that, up until the 31st. And then again, we'll have final 4 winners, do the spin, and we'll see who wins. We figured it was a lot more easier that way, funner. I mean, again, it's more of a raffle. It's more like, hey, just do, we're not judging on, as long as you follow the theme and has a Mezco figure in it and follows the it doesn't, use too much AI or a lot. As long as you kind of just go around those rules, then you know what, you can enter and then have a chance to win a free Mezco figure, a free Doc Knock, a nice one too. It's a red Doc Knock, but he also has the green face, so I kind of want to say he's the Emerald Doc Knock too. So
yeah, I see what you did
there. So I was like, yeah, so we may change with the name a little bit, but no, it's like something we want to give back to the community. I figured it was something we did last year. What did we give away last year, Dimitri? The Joker?
We gave away a Joker.
The Golden Age Joker, yeah.
Golden Age Joker, yeah. It's always fun, and we kind of up the ante a little bit by providing it's a little dial piece that we're going to include to go along with the Doc Knock. I think it's based off the comic, right, Rob?
The packaging in the beginning.
Or the packaging, yeah.
That was the 2.0 Doc Knock, by the way.
Yeah. Fade Hammer says, will you guys be looking at photos on your show? Yes, we will be showcasing. So everyone that enters, we are going to be
showcasing all the photos.
Yeah, all the photos of all the entries. And then pretty much, I mean, it shows that pretty much the show, I mean, depending on how many entries you get, show will be dedicated to the entries. And then after we showcase everyone's work, then we'll go to the wheel and then spin it and see who gets added to the final 4.
I was gonna say, well, guess we'll see, because we had 3,000, 4,000 followers back then. Now we have 10,000, so there might be a lot more entries we have to go through.
It's big, but it's a little bit more manageable than the LPCZ. Yeah. Any follower of the show may remember that. That was a little.
That was pretty crazy. Rough. That was pretty rough.
I was kind of looking on the fly on, just kind of trying to see okay, how do we get here? Because I mean, it's going to be a little bit more more controlled, I guess, because, it's good. Well, for one, it's toy photography, so it's a little bit more central focus. And then obviously you have to invite us as a collaborator. So, we'll be working behind the scenes, tag teaming it, trying to make sure we, grab everyone's pictures, make sure that, everyone that enter a picture is on there. And of course, we're human. So if we miss anything, if you're on the show, make sure to join every live for the, week of, every Tuesday in March, because we're going to be, pulling the names out. So if you don't see your name on there, or if you don't see, you featured on the photos, call us out and say, hey, send something, so we can always. I think that happened last year. We saw some people that we had to kind of pull them in there. It's not that hard, so kind of just add them to the wheel. But Yep, that is what we are doing. We are going to do Mezco March Madness, brought to you by the Geeked Out Click, giving away free Mezcos. I was excited too, because it's a Doc Knock. So some people like are on the fence, kind of like we've been talking about all night. Variants and people that are just like, I don't know about that, I don't know about this. But it's like, well, it's free, okay.
Plus, it was an unannounced figure. It just kind of showed up one night. That was
yeah.
Well,
sold out pretty quick.
Yeah, that was a fun night actually, because like a friend of mine texted me that it was up. Like Mezco announced it. A friend of mine texted me, and then I texted the Mez Heads group, and then it was just all wild after that.
Yeah, because then I was like, I was texting us going, "Hey guys, should I just buy another one and just see if we can use it for the for the giveaway?" Because we were trying to figure out what do we want to use, and that's
I thought you bought it for KT.
Well, I kind of did because we couldn't get a hold of them. That's what's crazy. It's like we're all always helping each other.
Oh yeah, we were all calling each other and texting each other, trying to let everyone know it was even out.
And I called Night Terror. I was like, "Hey bro, this is." Oh yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, him. Yeah, definitely him.
It's like, he's all like, dude, you can't miss this, man. It's like if you're Mr. Mezco, you got to get it. And so now he was taken care of. So I mean, I'd already bought it, but I was like, okay, well, we can always find something else. But he got his own, so it's okay. Well, we'll use this for the giveaway. So yeah, we're gonna give away a Red Death Doc Knock. So again, we'll be posting it on our social, on our main page for Geek_Click, Geek_Out_Click on Instagram. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that, and we will post that, and we'll have all the posts that I just showed on the live, and then all the rules, and then the actual theme for the week. We'll have all that out there, so everyone just be on the lookout.
Awesome.
So thank you again, Paige. Thank you for joining us tonight, sir. I mean, it's always a welcome, always the insight too. I mean, because again, I mean, you have so much more insight than some of us do. That we're just collectors. We just buy this stuff, man. We just love it. But it's good to kind of hear from somebody that has a little bit more insight. Know some of the inner workings and some of the stuff that comes up, because we don't think about that. Some of us just want to may want to be like, it's like I want this now, this and that. But it's like there's a reason behind that sometimes. So it's always good to kind of hear those kind of, what the inside news or something, stuff that can come up. I mean, just like you said about earlier, why about the Nightwing and everything. It's good to kind of hear that and just kind of just open up people's ears to it's not easy. It's not easy doing this kind of stuff. Run a company and run, it's like you want to make people happy, but at the same time you have logistics, you have things, so you have to deal with some. But you, sir, do you have anything final you want to say? Anything you want to promote? I know you were kind of mentioned it during the week, but I know you have your own, show. So if you want to, the floor is yours. If you want to, go ahead and just promote.
First off, thank you everybody for having me on again. I really appreciate it. I always enjoy talking to you guys.
The blast, man.
Yeah, we enjoy talking to you, man.
Yeah, I love it, and I appreciate you guys having me on. I don't do promotion that much, but if you want, I usually do the hangout every Wednesday night, 8:35. Tomorrow's gonna be Play Party Thor, and we'll go over some news stuff.
Nice.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. But we'll go over some news updates and stuff like that. I think I dug through some Ninja Turtle stuff, so we kind of like break down some of that stuff and just talk about toys, and that's about it. And then also make sure you participate in the Mezco March Madness.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys.
And we'll also we'll also put the link of your the hangout.
My OnlyFans. My OnlyFans.
Yeah. He's got a VIP site also, probably.
That's right.
Oh, my bad, wrong one. Well, let me post things. Can you do it, John? Oh, on your end?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see here.
There you go. I just sent it to you.
Again, that's the toy page, not the Yoi page.
Yeah, it's not the Yoi page.
The Yoi page, yeah.
There's some guy that has the Yoi page. He has like 2 followers, and he's like, "This guy
he's
doesn't
getting
post anything."
Getting all the comments tonight.
He doesn't post anything.
There it is. The toy page. So
He'll be asking the Yoi page about Mezco, and then he has no clue what Mezco is.
Yeah, what? No, dude, it's like a dummy account. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then here's his IG because you can see Macro Mondays, some
Heck
beautiful
yeah.
up close shots, man. It's like, dude, those are
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
need to
those are.
expand a little bit more. I need to take more pictures of get out the comfort bubble.
We're expecting Thor soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually,
He's
we're
like-
expecting anything, anything new. Hopefully, you get, the new drops, and you can do that because, man, the stuff you did for Warford, oh my gosh, man, it was. I mean,
Yeah.
you need to just be their in-house photographer, man. It's like, why aren't you like the main guy?
No, they got plenty of talented guys, man. Nobody wants to see close-ups like that.
Hey, man,
Your stuff's so unique, though, man. I love looking at your macro photography.
Thank
It's
you,
awesome, man.
Yeah, always so cool. And I like watching your dios too.
Oh,
Get to see your dios.
I'm actually working on one now.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, it's a new year. I got to get in there. And plus, you know, Fate's knocked out like 10, 12 builds already. And I'm like, this is motivating. I need to get in on it. Need to dust off the stuff here that I got. Where is it at? I don't even have it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
My X-Acto knife and all this other stuff.
Well, guys, want to appreciate you joining on for us tonight. Again, thank you, Paige, for joining, and thank you, chat, for being on with us. And again, we will see you next week, and hopefully we'll, anybody in the chat will, bring up your pictures, man. Hopefully, you guys get a chance to enter into Mexico March Madness. So thank everyone, and have a good night.
So, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.